Piedmont! We get better, man! We get better, man! We can't be beat! We can't be beat! Won't be beat! Won't be beat!
I got loyalty inside my DNA. I got loyalty inside my DNA. I got war and peace, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I was born like this, is born like this, immaculate conception. I transform like this, perform like this, was out you a new weapon. I don't contemplate, I meditate, then off your plate. This that put the kids to bed, this that I got. Loyalty. I got loyalty inside my DNA.
Hello, Noble Bear fans, and welcome to NobleBears.tv. My name is Matt Lorenz, and you have joined us live here at Noble Field. A beautiful evening, and I'm joined right here beside Mr. the one, the only, Shane Fisher.
What's up, Matt? You had another beautiful evening. Last tune-up before we get it going next week, man. District play.
Yeah.
The third week has always been Piedmont, so always excited to tangle up with the Wildcats.
Well, it seems like we've always been at their place, though, in the last couple of years. I don't remember the last time they came here to see this beautiful field and everything that we have to offer.
Well, yeah, the board's new. There's a lot of new aspects to our stadium that they have not seen because
Right.
it has been, 2 years?
I think it has,
it was
Coach.
2018, maybe 3 years.
And we doubled up on them last year by
That's
having
right,
to go
yep.
there twice, for the playoff game and for the home
Yes,
game that they
yes.
had for us on the third game of the season. So it is just so good to have them back here. Maybe we can give them a little bit of business tonight. And, yeah.
They're always going to be solid, coach well, and they have a lot of good kids, a lot of kids back from last year. So
that's right.
It's going to be a challenge for us, but I think our kids are ready.
Hey, we got a great sideline reporter tonight. Unfortunately, Scotty Harper is not with us tonight, but we've got the one, the only James Reed in the house.
Yes, guys. The boys just warmed up down here. They all head upstairs. Should be back down soon, so looking good down here.
Very, very nice, James. Thank you.
James.
They broke a sweat, did they, down there?
Well, I think I am too. So,
Well, tell us about the temperature down there versus maybe up in the stands and stuff.
well, before the sun started going down a little bit, the wind was blowing, but that north wind has stopped now, and it's starting to
Dead
cool
calm
off
now.
because the stadium's has a shade going over the field here, so everything's starting to cool off.
Yeah, that flag is just limp as can be, right? Look at that American
it
flag. It is not moving.
And then, as you can see, the shade has almost covered the entire playing surface too. So the sun will not be a factor at all unless you're a Piedmont fan right now.
Yeah,
they're
Piedmont
kinda
fans are probably like, "Come on, man."
So, but I think game time they'll be in good shape as well.
Yeah, I do too, which is perfect. I don't know who was responsible for moving this back to 7:30, but I think that was a good move. Don't
Yeah,
you?
absolutely, a great move. Give them a little more time to get here because, as you mentioned, man, it's a long drive up there.
From
Holy cow.
Piedmont, yeah.
I mean, with the traffic in the Oklahoma City, it takes
At 5
a while.
o'clock.
5 o'clock.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's a good move by moving back 30 minutes, man. Give them some more time to get here.
and all that stuff. You bet.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, before we get started, I want everybody to know that this is actually the first time that we've been here all season long, and it's the first time since we lost a real special friend, somebody that meant so much to me personally. And I had never, ever been to this stadium before, Coach. All the way through my kids being a little cheerleader in the third grade, all the way through my son being, a junior in high school, that I didn't hear a wonderful voice, and that's the voice of Joe Adams. So I'd always was used to him. He was with Trevor all the way from the second grade all the way through his junior year. And you know what? He just left us a little bit too early. Now, I made a tribute video, okay, Coach?
Okay.
And I want to go ahead and give the man tribute. It is just a wonderful person. Thank you very much. Yep. But it's the myth, the legend, the voice of the Bears, Joe Adams.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and it's our first kickoff of 2015, and we've got my sidekick Austin Rosler here in the press box with me here for 2015. And the best part about the press box this year is not Ray Am, but it's the air conditioner unit. Thank you, Frank Solomon, for cooling it off in here after 7 seasons. The 50 is in the 45, 40, 35, 30. Folks, oh, Missy Perkins, he's gone! Touchdown!
Atta baby!
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Man,
Wow, that was awesome.
thank you, brother. I appreciate
done
that.
there.
Thank you. You know, in the earlier part of the video, did you see a picture of him in his noble uniform?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Man, those have
Huge
changed
mullet,
a
man.
lot.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
the mullet.
The mullet's huge. Yeah, I didn't see that. I had seen that photo from Kim long ago. But yes, I had forgotten about the mullet. But
Right.
that was fantastic.
Well, you know, I know a lot about Joe. He visited with me a lot. Did you know he got a full ride scholarship to NEO to go play football?
I did not know this.
Yeah,
Wow,
that's pretty
okay.
cool. So he got a full ride scholarship to go to NEO to play football. He goes up there and saw some things that he did not like and approve of. So he decided to leave. He goes to ECU, and maybe you don't, or maybe you do know this, but he walked on at OU.
I
to
did
play
not know
football.
this either. I've known Joe for a long time. He never mentioned that to me.
Yeah,
Not one
well,
time.
it took a lot for me to get a few of these stories out of him. But when we got
Wow.
that out of him, I was so amazed. And I was talking to him, and he said, "Yeah," he goes, "that was kind of short-lived, though." He goes, "I get to practice. This is probably about the 4th practice in. This coach pulls me aside, and his name's Merv Johnson. You
Okay,
ever
yeah,
heard of Merv
absolutely.
Johnson?
Oh,
Okay.
sure.
So
Yeah.
he says, Joe, he goes, "You got quite a talent." He goes, "But I got to let you know, there's quite a few super studs that are right there in front of you, and one of them's number 44. His name's Brian Bosworth. You may not get a lot of playing time. I'm just letting you know this."
Yeah, had a little bit behind the 8 ball, a little bit right there. Oh, God, you talk about Bosworth,
Right.
Keith Jackson,
Right.
Holloway.
Right.
Obviously, Coach Switzer is the coach. I mean, what a fantastic team that was.
Oh, man.
Just to be a part of that.
Yeah, to even
That's
practice
awesome,
one
man.
time with him,
Yeah,
right?
no doubt. That's good for him.
Yeah.
And, you just miss so much because he meant so much to our, obviously our community and to this program. And he did such a fantastic job calling these games. And, the one thing that I'll never forget is when we'd have a long breakaway run, call missing persons, he is gone. I mean, that's just stuck in my head,
Oh,
man.
me
so,
too, man.
So he was the best.
I
He
hope
was the
that
best.
maybe that happens tonight and see if you can pull that off. What do you say?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
I'll try hopefully we'll have multiple times, right?
Yeah,
That'd be
well,
good.
hopefully so. Maybe we can get good at that. But thank you guys very much for watching that.
Yeah, it
Hey,
was great.
I think we're going to get right into Saul's Corner next, and Mr. Frank Solomon's in the building, and so we'll get a chance to visit with him.
Okay, very good. Good evening, Frank. How you doing?
Good, sir. How are you?
It's a wonderful evening, as Matt and I were saying, and just this is the final tune-up before district play. So
Absolutely.
ready to get into this. And real quickly, I know we're going to get into this a lot more next week when El Reno comes to town, first district game. But could you just briefly talk about our scoreboard real quick?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
just-
what a sight. It's
Oh,
not
man.
even dark yet, and it's already standing out. I just can't wait till about 8:30 when
Oh,
the
man.
sun's completely down, the lights are in full effect. How good that board's going to look.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think the quality of the screen would be, but it's fantastic.
Isn't it?
I mean,
Yeah,
it
we,
looks like you're just watching TV in front of your living
It really
room.
does, and that was one of the things that we had talked about when we were looking to go to a video board was the pixel quality,
Outstanding.
because we didn't want to put something in that was hard to see.
Yeah.
So we upgraded to a higher pixel, and obviously, just looking at those logos right now, you can tell it's
Man, that's
a great image already.
great
So,
image. The numbers are fresh and looks clean, and that is awesome. So I know we'll get into that a lot more next week.
Yeah, we
Absolutely.
Have I'm going to plan to do our full allotment of time in the process of looking for the board, working through the financing of the board, and a chance to say thank you to those that made it possible.
Yeah, there
So-
you go. That makes total sense, and
Yep.
I'm looking forward to that for sure. So, so moving forward here,
Yep.
we got a couple of other administrators that we'd like to kind of dive into a little bit, kind of give them a shout out, so to speak.
Absolutely.
Leading it off with Mr. Steve Barrett. Let's, if you don't mind discussing him a little bit and
Absolutely.
letting the fans know all about Steve Barrett.
You know, Steve came here in 2002.
Okay.
We hired him to be our head football coach. He did that for, I don't know, 5 years, I believe. And then he got the opportunity to become a principal and served as a middle school head principal. And then in between coaching changes, his kids had graduated from high school, and he said, you know what? I want to do it again. So
round two.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a great guy. So he came back and did a fantastic job a second time. And then at that point, moved up to become assistant principal at the high school. And then 7.5 years ago or so, he became the high school head principal when I went to central office. You know, Steve's, I think, 28 years now in education.
Wow.
He did his
first
9 at Norman.
Okay.
He did 11 years in the Army. He was a heavy equipment operator.
Wow.
Which a lot of people don't know. And then he's been with us for the last, what does that make?
Man,
18 years, I think. So,
gosh, you know, I've known Steve quite a while, and I never knew he was in the military.
Yes.
So I'm learning all kinds of stuff tonight,
yeah,
man. This
yeah.
this is good stuff.
He's originally from Sallisaw.
Okay.
That's where he played football and ran track, and then went to OU and got his degree. And then has been with us ever since. He does a great job for us.
Oh man! Well, I do remember we won the district title in 19, and he was the last time we won it. Coach Barrett was I think it was 03 or 04.
Yeah, 03 or 04. You're right.
And Carl Albert Guthrie was in that district that time, and they did a fantastic job, obviously. And they should have probably won the state title that year.
I mean,
coulda, shoulda, woulda, that kind of deal. But
we felt like we were the best team that year. We lost a game to Carl Albert on a questionable clipping ball, 25 yards behind the action, and then we had Shawnee in the quarterfinals, I believe it was, and had them down.
Yeah,
14-0.
Absolutely, I remember that.
We were kicking their butt, and then had a unfortunate turn of events there, and then we never could recover. So, Steve and I, we've had that discussion many times that we felt like we should have probably won it that year. We felt like we were the best team, but Steve's been a real asset to us, and we're just glad to have him.
Well, yeah, he's a good man, and obviously great coach back in his day, and just another guy that's dedicated to our community and the kids and the staff. So, well, thank you for that. And I know, the next guy, Nathan Gray.
Yes.
Nathan and I went to school together from kindergarten all the way through, so I've known him, basically my entire life. And he's and I always tell the story that if it wasn't for Nathan Gray, I probably wouldn't have passed my science class. Nathan Gray. So he is the man. But no, Nathan Gray is another great man. So if you can just kind of.
Last week we talked about Dr. Myers, who, really is my right hand, and Nathan's my left.
Okay, I see that, sure.
Yeah, he started out, like you said, he was a Noble grad, and I don't know, I probably should ask you, did he dress like he does now when he was in school?
Well,
he is the weirdest dressing dude ever. And,
that I can't remember.
With his self-confidence, I mean, he can make any outfit work.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Boy, he has them, too.
GQ, man.
Yeah, and from wearing, costumes like you would see from cartoon characters to anything and everything. But, he's a Noble guy, went to OU, got his bachelor's and master's, and then started out as a kindergarten teacher here, and then moved to principal.
Okay, yeah.
And now he's at
just
Central
working
Office as our federal programs director.
Man, he's
a
every time
great guy.
I see him, he's doing something.
Yes.
He's always
Technology
busy.
guru.
Technology guru.
Loves
I do
technology.
remember the videos he would play when he was at Hubbard.
Yep.
My kids love that, by the way. So, and my nieces and nephews all loved him. So, and like I said, I've known him for a long, long time.
Yes.
His family's, he's just a wonderful family, and
absolutely.
just so glad to have him, obviously, in our community and on the staff here. So,
Yeah. He and his wife's our counselor at the middle school, Nicole.
Okay. Yep.
And then his two daughters are, of course, students here at Noble Schools. So
That's awesome.
just another great part of our staff.
Well, very good. Well, yeah, Nathan, Steve,
Yep.
congratulations to you guys on everything you've done, and just thank you for all you do for our community and our kids. So,
Yep.
Well, okay. Any other last minute, last second items you'd like to get into?
I think the only thing is this is our last tune-up. District
right.
play starts next week, so we're hoping to build on really two good performances.
That's right.
I know we got beat last week, but what a great
I was really
game
proud of
against
them.
Midwest City.
Man, I was really Matt and I
Our
were
kids
talking how
competed. They played hard. I mean, they had opportunities to not, and
Yeah.
they just kept overcoming. So, looking forward to another good ball game tonight, and then get ready for a district play next Friday night.
it's for real next
Yep.
Friday.
That's right.
Well, Mr. Frank Solomon, Mr. Saul's Corner, thank you so much this evening.
Absolutely.
We'll see you next week.
I look forward to
Okay.
it. Thank you.
And we will take a quick little break here. NobleBears.tv.
Noble Bear fans of all ages, be sure and check out the website noblebearfootball.com. Go underneath the shop tab where you'll find clothing, hats, accessories, all kinds of Noble Bear swag, even those hard to find hoodies. Go shop noblebearfootball.com.
And welcome back here to NobleBears.tv. We are here at a beautiful evening. Again, it's about 14 minutes before the kickoff, and we always have another part of the pregame.
Absolutely, like the keys to the game, Matt. So we kind of talk about this going forward, but keys to this game, I kind of think it's what we do. The first key here is just kind of continue to build off what we did last week.
Mm-hmm.
It was such a great effort defensively. We had a lot of great offensive plays. We blocked well. We tackled well. I thought with those athletes that Midwest City had in open space, we were able to bring them down and just really be good, solid tacklers. So I think we just got to continue to grow defensively with some of these young kids we have. And then I think the passing game continuity, as much as we throw the ball, Brandon, Trevor, Caden, whoever's out there, just kind of that continuity passing game will just help us as we move into the district play next week. And then second is, keep the ground attack moving forward. Oh, we got the national anthem.
Yeah, let's go ahead and recognize this.
Noble Bear
Okay, great job, man.
Yeah, I was going to say the new director, she put on a good one there. That was awesome.
Good. That was really well done there. Uniforms look great too, man.
They do.
What do you think?
Now, this is debuting these for the first time, too, Coach.
Man,
they got them in last year right when Mr. Queen was leaving. And
everything just seems kind of fresh. You know what I'm saying? New football unis, new band unis, new board. I mean, it's just a great start to this home schedule here. And real quick, let me finish up.
Yeah, please. Yeah, we want to know the keys of the game. I know you're
the keep the ground attack moving forward.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is just, we've had such great offensive line play up to this point as well. I think
holes have been big.
Holes have been big. A lot of room to run. So I think if we can continue to do that, obviously that goes without saying some of the times. I mean, you got to have great offensive play because that's where it always starts.
Right.
And then establish a three-man rotation in the running backs. You got
go ahead.
Colin Thomas, Dre Hill, and then Tavian.
And Tavian,
And
yeah.
so, what do you think about that?
That's just a 1-2-3 punch right there, man. I mean, and then it just keeps getting heavier. If you think about it, you start off with CT.
Yeah.
You're bringing him in. He's 165, 170. He's got a little bit more scamper, and then like Dre will run you over at 180. And you bring Tavian, he's 2.25.
Yeah.
So
he'll just bulldoze you there for sure. But and then obviously staying fresh there with those three coming in and out. Because I think tonight might be I think they're going to try to slow our passing game down. So I think we're going to have the ability to run the ball a little bit.
Okay.
So but anyway, those are the keys to the game.
Well,
obviously, see if we can roll with that.
Yeah.
and
Did you
then-
have some players you wanted to talk about
yeah, we do,
right now, or
just,
did you want to do that later, Coach?
Well, we can get into that later. Just
Okay.
just some more. Real quick, I'll talk about two of them.
Okay.
Colin Fisher, just his development, I think, going forward, just keeping up the confidence. As I mentioned, the passing game continuity, keep that going. And then, man, I tell you, Jackson Stewart, he's a sophomore for us, number 51. And he's filled in that linebacker role, and he's done outstanding, man.
Well, he's one definitely keep an eye on,
Man.
because tonight, Coach, the linebackers are going to need. I mean, they're going to have to step up
absolutely.
with this running game
That's
and the way
right.
they try to run that power. Now, I read on the players they have. They've got a running back that's going over 250.
Yeah.
It's a senior this year.
Yeah, it's like Jerome Bettis or something. man,
Dude,
back
I'm
in the
telling
day.
you, yes,
Yeah,
he's big.
So no, you're exactly right. So that little flex bone, a lot of misdirection there. He's going to play a key part with the other linebackers as well to slow them down.
Yeah, well, in case a lot of people don't know, that flex bone, they run the ball a lot and they do not throw,
Man,
Coach. This
very-
game may be over within about an hour,
That's
right?
That is correct. And, they just grind it out,
Right,
man.
they
Like
do.
I said, 4 here, 6 here, 7 here, and it wears you down.
Yeah.
So we're just going to have to be on our toes. And so I think the rotation of our backers and the younger groups coming in is going to be huge.
Gotcha. Well, what a night it's going to be. Let's take a little break. We'll be back here, and then the next thing we're going to do is the captains will be coming out onto the field, and the band's lined up. A lot of the students, they're lining up right now. They're waiting for the Noble Bears to come onto the field. But
Always love this view right here. Check it out, man.
Wait.
Look at the band coming in. The
oh my
line.
goodness, yeah.
Just the bus is coming. It's time, baby.
It is big time, 5A football time. We'll be right back here at noblebears.tv. And we're back here at Noble Bears TV. A little quick break. Those are some of the social media sites that you guys can pick up and follow us, and different videos and pictures that we do throughout the week. And make sure and log in to Facebook. Look for noblebears.tv. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us on YouTube.
Gosh,
you log in to all
everywhere.
those things?
Man, I've attempted to. Let me say that.
Oh, my gosh.
I got to have my kids around, man.
It's so much to keep, and then there's a new platform that comes out all the time, Coach.
Yes,
so
it's
like
nuts,
tough
man.
to keep hold of. But I like to keep everybody informed and what's
No,
going
that's
on.
great.
But as you guys can see down there, the band is they're lined up, and then we've got everybody in these construction gears. I mean, all this construction gear. They're
There's probably 100 kids, or maybe not quite 100, but there's quite a few out here.
yeah.
And one of my favorite things also is the little tarp that the cheerleaders make. I say tarp, and that's not what I'm drawing a blank.
I don't know
here.
what else other than
Sign,
a big
I guess.
sign or big
So
piece
they
of
pull it
paper.
up. You're always curious what it says on the underneath side of that.
Yeah, they kind of don't let it be revealed until.
That's right. It's a pretty neat deal.
Yeah. Well, you know what's crazy is the captains are going to come out, and they're coming out right now. Why don't we go down to James, and as the captains walk onto the field.
Hey, guys, they're walking down here. This, like you said, is a great crowd down here on the field. They're going to have to split a little bit here to get our captains to the center field.
I noticed that.
And once they get over there, I'll walk over there and listen to see what the coin toss goes for Noble.
I got you. Well, the Bears, they've got number 21, Bryson Crawley. Number 55, Austin Teener Sr. Number 7, Caden Dominy. And their quarterback, number 18, Colin Fisher, as the captains for this evening. And Colin's been pretty hot with the coin toss, Coach.
Yeah, no, 2-0 right now, right? So that's outstanding. Okay, so other side of the field for Piedmont, we are going to have number 56, Carter Ashby. Number 63, Glendon Barnes. Number 12, Dawson Metter. And then number 16 is Jackson Elliott.
Give me the height and weight on 63, Coach.
63 is a big
Yeah,
boy.
yeah.
He's a senior, 6'5", 260. And I was watching him warm up, and he was pretty disruptive in there. So
I got you.
We're going to have to, obviously keep an eye on him all night.
Well, let's listen in and see if we can get them saying hello on our cameras and stuff.
Gentlemen, my name's Mr. Knapp. I'm going to be the referee tonight. Mr. Jarvis is our umpire. We'll be the ones working in the middle of the field. Guys, if you have any questions tonight about football, come ask us whatever you want to. We'll answer football questions all night long. We start hearing a bunch of whining and crying about how something got called, something didn't get called, we're going to quit talking. Is that fair enough? Okay. Gentlemen, you canvass your ball club. We ask you to act like canvass your ball club. If somebody hot-headed mouthing offers us man down for us. Okay? We can if we have to. That means we mark off penalty yards, maybe throw somebody out of the ball game. I have to drive the I don't like any more places before we go on. Okay, Piedmont, your distant team, that is a tail, that is a head. I will toss it, let it hit the ground. What is your call? On tails? It is tails. Defer, you can receive. You want to defer. Excuse me just a minute.
Piedmont has won, and they defer to the second.
Piedmont, yeah, won the toss. Okay, so did they get to call it, or did we call it? James, was it their call?
It was their call.
Okay, so we didn't have a chance to go through. Dang it! So, looks like we'll get the ball, Derek.
Who they allowed to make that call? Austin Tino's standing right by the official tonight, and I wonder if that was Austin Tino that made that call. Daryl Knapp is in the white hat. He's got his son Jonathan Knapp. He's the back judge. And then Ben Jarvis is the umpire, and then Tracy Avra is the line judge.
Nice.
And so this will be Tracy underneath us here, Coach. Okay.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Then,
here comes the bus. Sorry, we kind of got sidetracked here. Here comes the bus with the escort in. There we go. That boy, Ricky Bobby, right there. He's on it. This is always cool right here, man. We've had the pleasure to stand by the helmet down here as well.
Yeah.
And kind of see them interact, and it's a good deal.
Did they have something like this for you whenever you were here?
No, absolutely not. I mean, we had a big bear that was really cool to run through, but
yeah,
none of this. It's just quite a bit
pyrotechnics and all that stuff that we've got now.
That's right.
So kind of keep a few people informed if you're watching right now. Not only will you see these boys come through the big bear helmet, smash through a giant sign that the cheerleaders took all their time and energy to make, but there's also going to be a lot of fog that just follows them. You can actually see the guy with the fog gun underneath there. And I think that's Shane Dominy. Is that right?
Yeah, sure
he's got the pleasure of the gun tonight. And then who's the other one over on the other side, Coach?
I believe that is Chris Thomas.
Oh, all right.
That's Chris.
Okay,
Thomas.
Thank you.
We do have to give a quick shout out to a couple former helmet guys, Mike DeBusk and Martin Tugas.
I saw Tugas down there. Yeah, the guy knows how to put up that helmet.
That's
Coach.
right, man. He's the man out there on that helmet. But no, two good guys, man.
This is a great shot down on the camera, down on the field. That is an awesome shot. Here we go. They get a little video before they come out. David Rowden put together, and I helped him with a lot of the video of it. Cheerleaders are pulling up, working on the Wildcats.
Now it explains the construction. Here we go. Working on the Wildcats. That's good. The cheerleaders are pretty innovative on these signs, man. They always have a good message on the sign each week or each home game, I should say. So looking forward to the district play, see what they can come up with.
I think they when Faith was a cheerleader, they made all those signs one day.
Oh, really?
Made them all together,
wow.
all in one day. And then they
stored
them.
Huh?
Done. Yeah, for the year they just stored them. I don't know where they did that.
It better be a big room, right?
Right. Those things are huge.
It's massive.
I think you're correct, Matt. They make them all at once and have it for the year.
Oh my goodness,
that's awesome, man.
I don't know where they put that.
Here, okay, Piedmont is filing onto the field. They ran through their cheerleading tunnel, and as you can see, they have quite a few kids. Very similar to Midwest City last week. Midwest City just had a bunch of kids on the sidelines. And I think, as you and I have talked about many times, that's probably going to be each game will always be outnumbered. Here they come.
Here they come.
The Bears. They look fired
up.
Yeah,
they look fired up.
Yeah. Fireworks. Now, who's doing those fireworks for us,
That
Coach?
is Glenn Riddle.
Way to go, Glenn Riddle and the fireworks.
Yes, sir. Now, he does have a quick shot. I can't remember. We'll have to remember that for next week. But I think his roofing company got to put that on. So.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, we'll have to give them definitely a big shout out for that. Well, we've got our kickoff that's just about to happen. We've got about a minute and 23 seconds left. The band's still on the field. We will have a Crimson Electric kickoff. Thank you very much, Crimson Electric, and
Yes.
everybody that helped sponsor the Noble Bears and our program. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah, Crimson Electric. Man, they've been really involved the last couple of years. So Ezra and his team down there do a good job, man.
I know you can't hear this, and I know our program's not picking this up, but they're also stopping the action right now and giving a moment of silence for Joe Adams, the voice of the Bears. So. I want to take it with him if that's okay,
absolutely.
Coach.
Yep.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it's good, man.
All right.
It's just kind of that had to be done, man. Because like I said, you talked about it. He's done so much for his community, him and Kim, and just it's awesome that we could show a little love to Joe.
You bet. You bet. I miss him, man. But so we have the new voice of the Bears that's in here right now, Phil Freeman.
Mr. Phil Freeman, the
Yes,
mayor of
sir.
Noble.
Mayor of Noble.
He's going to do a great job as well. So
he came up and joined us at halftime at Blanchard. Remember?
Okay, yeah,
yeah.
sure.
So it was so funny. I don't know if you went back and listened to that, but he gave like a little presentation about what to expect to hear and stuff. And when he did his interview for the job, and he literally said it on air. It was hilarious, man. He got all into it middle of halftime. You know.
Yeah, it was kind of like a rundown of a play, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He got really excited about
he
that.
got really excited.
Hey, Matt Shane.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have the referees for tonight. The referee is Daryl Knapp.
Okay, sir.
Umpires, Ben Jarvis.
Excellent.
Head linesman is James Carney.
Okay.
Line judge, Tracy Avra. And back judge is Jonathan Knapp.
Okay. Well, very
Jonathan
good.
Knapp.
So you'll be down there with Tracy Avra, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Very good. We'll give him a hard time. Make all the calls go our way. Sound all right?
Gosh, I tell you what, man. Number 7 for Piedmont is Talon Cope.
You know, one
It's a
thing.
big boy.
Yeah, one thing I noticed
Gonna be
last
kicking off.
year, the special teams they had last year was just unbelievable. They had a kid that went D1 in the kick.
I
you know, as a
remember him. He
kicker
could
last
boot
year.
it.
Yeah,
I do remember that.
I think they have coaches for their kicking team as well. So
Okay.
they, maybe rumor or what have you, but
Gosh,
I heard they had like 11 coaches on their
really.
team.
I believe it. Their community's right there by Mustang and Yukon, and just kids fly down there. Here we go.
He kicks it off deep, but he kicks it over to the right. It looks like it goes to Brandon Harper, who gets it at the 5-yard line. He's up to about the 20. Tries to make a move. Gets a little stiff arm. He's all the way up to about the 35-yard line, and then pushes it out of bounds.
Yep.
There was a lot of space there, James.
Yes, there was. Stepped out at 33. He almost had that edge.
I tell you what, that's about 40 yards better than what we started with last week every series, right?
Come on
Kind of
now.
kidding a little bit, but I mean, man, it's a great field position there. Great job, Brandon Harper, just getting it and finding a little real estate and getting upfield.
There was a good block on this outside
Yes, it
edge
was.
here with the kid that blocked him, and then he stayed with it. So looks like our offense is led out by Colin Fisher. He is the starting quarterback
Yep, here
for
we
the
go.
Noble Bears. And then we've got Trevor Wardrip, number 3, down at the bottom. Can I get the starting line?
Sure.
Sheet?
Yep.
Oh, looks like
There we go.
looks like somebody jumped offside. Maybe a
Offsides.
double count there, but
There we go. That'll
that'd
work.
be an easy 5 yards. You bet. So let me finish up on the offense, if I could. Again, quarterback number 18, Colin Fisher. Number 1, Brandon Harper's your H-back. Your X is Trevor Wardrip. Tavian Gibbons is that Colin Thomas?
Yeah,
or
Colin
Tavian?
Thomas
Okay,
starting, yeah.
Okay.
Thomas is
and
in the
then
backfield.
number 4, Luke Conley, and then Caden Dominy, number 7. You got Austin Teener, Nick Lohman, Mason Crawford, Brandon McDonald, and Caden Reed. They run over to the left, and it
Okay.
looks like they pick up about a yard or so.
Yep,
on
just
that.
a quarterback sneak. And Colin had mentioned that he was going to, he said as soon as the ball snaps, a lot of their DBs and linebackers are going to fall back into the secondary. So there might be some running lanes there. So you might see a lot of quarterback draws, some run plays for him this evening.
How's that line look right there where you're at, James? Everything looking good down there on the line?
They were looking good there. I was hoping for a little bit more of an open hole there in the middle. We'll see what happens this time.
Looks like a little swing pass to the outside. Brandon Harper with the ball in his hands. A lot of good things can happen when Brandon has the ball. He's going to push it all the way to the 49, and that'll be a Noble Bears first down.
Nice little swing pass. Brandon coming in motion, swing pass out into the flat. And you got to protect that football, Matt.
It
That
was
ball
out
has got to
there.
swing a
It
little
was
bit.
out there, wasn't it?
But you are correct. The ball in his hands, it can be an electric play for us. So good start here. brought down, by the way, by number 22, Jacob Anglin. I don't think that's any relation to Bradley here. So
Colin Fisher looks to roll to right, sees Caden Dominy wide open,
Hits Caden
picks up
for
to
first
about
down.
14 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be another Noble Bear first down.
Outstanding. I tell you what, Colin rolls to his right, and once again, give credit to our offensive line. He was able to flip his feet, get his shoulders turned, and made a solid throw to Caden Dominy right on the sideline there.
It seemed like they were playing a little bit off of him, Coach.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of what they're going to try to spread us out a little bit, kind of give our receivers a little bit of room. But I think they're going to have 7 in the backfield most of the day.
Colin Fisher looks to roll to his left.
He
Got some
he
open
was
receivers,
open.
but he decides to run with it, tucks it, lowers his shoulders, takes the helmet right off of the defender. He rolls up to about 8 yards on that run. Great run by the quarterback, Colin Fisher.
I tell you what, he just got to roll out. I think he was looking for Dominy, kind of a crossing pattern, but he got covered up pretty quickly. Good decision on keeping that football, and then right at that point of contact, lowering his shoulder and then getting him some right there. That was outstanding.
Big-time football coach right
Good
there.
job,
Lowered it, and it just laid.
Yes,
that kid's got to come off the field, too. Now,
Alex
don't
Cobb.
forget that.
That's
now.
right. This could be a deal where we could attack number 2 right now.
Now, where's he coming from? He's either safety or was that the linebacker?
That was number 80, Alex Kopp. He is a safety.
Okay,
So
well, now 2 comes in, and now he's looking like a linebacker right
Yeah,
here,
he's
right?
kind of in the middle there. So
he's
they look
going.
like a little confusion.
I don't think they know where they're going. They
Yeah.
left that whole right side
Yeah,
open.
they sure
Brandon
did.
Harper with the ball at the 20. He's looking for him to make a move. He's at about the 15, right at the 10-yard line. Oh, he stepped out about the 14-yard line. Okay, where's it at, James? Can you see it?
It's about the 13, I believe. But Matt, real quick, they had some confusion. You brought the kid in. Kopp had to go out. His replacement was Wesley Morrison. Came in. A little bit of confusion there, and then nice downfield block for Colin Thomas to kind of lead the way there for Brandon Harper.
That was a big-time first down right there. Get set, offensive line. Colin Fisher looks to hand off. He does to number 23, Colin Thomas, who picks up a nice gain with a big hole over on the right-hand side. What kind of hole was that there, James?
I was cutting out there for a second, so I didn't catch your question.
Well, just making sure you saw that hole open up over on the right side. It looked like Caden Reed, number 70, and number 73 for the Bears.
Nick Lohman.
Nick Lohman opened that up big time for Colin Thomas. What did you think?
A better view this time. I'll see what I see.
All right now.
Yeah, there it is.
Little swing pass to Brandon.
Are they going to call that a
I don't know.
backwards?
Was that a backward? It must have been a backwards pass.
Oh, it was back behind him and it dropped on the ground. They stopped playing.
Now they might overturn this, guys.
Okay, let's slow down. Let's slow down. Ooh.
I think they're okay. I was about to say that.
Okay.
I think that's the right call, don't you think?
Hey, you just keep playing until you hear the whistle, though,
Yeah,
Coach.
great job by Brandon Harper. Like you said, just keep going. But yeah, the ball just hit him and it just fell to the turf.
Well, now if it had been behind him, Coach.
Absolutely.
Okay, now
behind him, that's a different
that's right.
story.
That's
But
right. So
it did look like it was a forward pass.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so if it's behind him, he drops the ball, it hits him in the hands, and it lands on the ground. That's a live football. If it's behind him, now, because it's been in front of Colin Fisher when he threw the ball and it landed on the ground, it's an incomplete pass. That's the same thing even if he tries to shuffle it to him right here. That's an incomplete pass as well. So Colin Fisher looks to run to the right, and they were blitzing on that one.
Yeah, they
so
were. They had that backer came up to the edge there, and just not much there. The line kind of collapsed, and there's no running lane there.
That brings up fourth down, Coach.
Fourth down.
I'm calling it 6 there,
Yep.
and looks like the Bears are looking at their coach to decide on what to do.
Looks like they're going to go for it.
Here we go.
Try to call them offside or
now,
get
they
them
can
offside.
get down to the 4-yard line. It's going to be a first down, but they're going to snap. Colin Fisher rolls to the left. He's got an open receiver right in the end zone, and that'd be Caden Dominy in the back of the end zone for Noble Bear.
Wow. Just a crossing pattern. Dominy lines up kind of on the edge of the line. He then runs kind of a slant pattern away from the line, kind of towards the edge there. And perfect throw from Colin. Great catch, Caden Dominy. That was outstanding.
That's how you work on a fourth down play, Coach, right there. There's no doubt about it. That fourth down, that was gutsy to go for it. But you know what? This is the kind of team that you got to get them down. You've got to make sure, and you got to make sure and get them trying to chase the points. If we can get this team to chase the points and do things that they don't like to do, like throw, Coach, and try to catch up.
Yes. He got it. Okay.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
here. I'm
it's
seeing
good.
yes. Okay, thank you, James. Yep,
Yeah.
it's good.
Great start right there, guys.
Yes, sir. 7. You know what I'm saying, Coach? It's you get them chasing the points. this is not the team to do it. The way they run their offense is not the team to try to chase after somebody who's 14 points in front of them.
That is correct. They kind of slow play a little bit, a lot of run. So, the passing game is not in their wheelhouse. So that is great. Yeah, good call.
Well, we'll be right back here at NobleBears.tv.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers.
Talk about a win-win.
Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
It's no secret.
We're back here at Noble Stadium where the Noble Bears just scored 7 points with 8 minutes and 39 seconds left in the first quarter.
Yeah, great start there. But, once again, the field position was huge for us. 33-yard line. Yeah, that's a great start for us.
Did we get a scoring recap on
that?
Yeah,
but it was a Crimson Electric scoring recap, 64 plays. And then it ended on 64 yards, 7 plays.
7 plays, okay.
And then it was a crossing pattern to Caden Dominic for the 6.
That was awesome.
Fair catch call, short punt, or kick.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll take that all day, guys.
Well, I think we really will. And that was Caleb Bird that received that, and he called fair catch. And I don't think he saw anybody in front of him. It's just probably one of those deals where you just get told from your coach, hey, if it's kicked to you, you're calling a fair catch, right?
Yeah, exactly. You're getting a fair catch. You're not running it. Maybe some fumbleitis in his past. But, just down it and then let the offense come out and go to work.
Very good. So
During warm-ups, they were coming up right there in the middle.
Okay.
Is that right? Okay. Yeah, they're going to, like you said, this little flex bone, they're going to lean on this offensive line. They got some big old boys in there. But we had a pretty good test last week as well.
We did. Now, there was a lot different of it. To me, it's a different athlete, Coach.
Oh, yeah.
Because last week, quickness, they're going to try to get the edge. They're going to try to get outside. This one, they're going to run right at you, hit you right in the mouth, and see who wins at the end of the game.
Yeah, just kind of out-tough us maybe.
Yep.
But, yeah, you're right. Just what we have a clock issue, or we have a delay game. Atta baby.
Well, they started their and this may be because this is their second game. This isn't their third game. But they started off on their defensive side. The very first play was a defensive penalty, and now their very first play on offense is a penalty.
I was talking to their head coach, Jeff Hall, before the game, and he had told me they've had 25 varsity snaps up to this point. That's it. They lost a scrimmage. They've only had one game so far. So, it's tough on these kids, man. They just don't have much going.
Man, those line blew back to our DTs. Well, I'm telling you, 7, 8 yards back. Yep. James, keep an eye on that, James, if you would. Look at that line pushing them back now.
I'll tell you what, that was number 10, Cannon Wood, just up the middle. Just a quick give to him up the middle, pick up about 6 there. And by the way, the quarterback is Joshua Mars. He's a sophomore lefty, so kind of keep an eye on him as well.
Looks like they ran over on the right side. Stiff arm, Trevor Wardrop. Number 10 is running down the sideline. He gets tackled from behind, and Trevor Wardrop picks up the tackle. But number 10 for the Piedmont Wildcats is Cannon Wood, sophomore running back, 6'2", 210 pounds with a little bit of speed there.
Yep, just kind of a give to the right side. Nice hole by the Piedmont Wildcat offensive line, and he was able to free himself up and go about 70 there. So tremendous effort there by Wardrop on bringing him down.
Well, not only that, but when you get stiff-armed, and then you come back and then chase him back down, so it tells you the speed that Trevor Wardrop has.
Yes. Yeah, we had 2 on a beat too, man. So, and this is what they'll do. They'll send the guy in motion, kind of as a fake, try to draw us off, and then the quarterback will come up, get the play from the sideline, and then there they go.
Look over the sideline. Looks to hand to number 27, who's got a hole right up the middle. And tackled by number 51 and number 7, Caden Dominy. 51 for the Noble Bears. Again, is Jackson Stewart.
Yeah, that was kind of our, one of the young sophomore linebackers that we have that's going to get thrown into the mix here. Man, as we mentioned early in the keys to the game, he's going to be big here. That was Isaiah Robles for Piedmont, just up the middle.
As you guys are watching this, you can definitely see the style differences between a running team and a team that passes the ball.
Right.
We passed almost on every down.
Yep.
We mixed in a couple of runs to give us credit, but we were a passing team. These guys are definitely a running team that are looking to pass only if needed be, but it didn't take them long, less than a minute to go score on the Noble Bears.
Israel Robles, just nothing to it. They have everyone in the box. All 11 kids are basically, within that tackle box there. And It's just they're going to try to maul you up front, like you had mentioned, and they're really focusing on that right side where those big boys are, and that's too easy, guys.
Yeah, it's going to be a physical game. There's no doubt about it. Number 7 is back into the game for
He's this
Talon Coop. It's up, and it is deep.
Yeah,
it may have cleared the.
Gosh, he looks like he could play middle linebacker himself. As the kicker, man, he's a big old boy.
Well, we'll be right back here at noblebears.tv.
Pioneer Cellular cares about the students of our communities because we're in your communities with more retail locations than any other carrier in Western Oklahoma. It's no secret that we provide opportunities for students to learn remotely with distance learning plans and MiFi devices. We also help these schools live stream their games so family members across the country don't miss the action. We sponsor schools and colleges because your children deserve the best. Pioneer Cellular. It's no secret.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
Okay, here we go. Back at it.
Yeah, so here goes the middle linebacker, number 7 for the Piedmont Wildcats. Again, Talon Coop is kicking off against senior.
There we go. That
boots it right over to Logan Kirby, who looks to make a move in the middle.
There you go.
He kind of started to break it outside, and then he kind of cut it back in the middle. He's up to about the 35-yard line there.
Again, we'll take that all day long. Nice job of fielding the kick and getting the ball upfield rather than letting that ball bounce, right? Because I think last week we kind of struggled with that just a little bit.
What did you think about that drive, Coach, and the way they just kind of put it right on us right there at the
it was
minute?
They just basically just said, hey, we're going to line up, put everyone in the box, and come right at you. See if you can stop it. And we did not stop it.
I just feel like we're going to have to change out our DTs. And that's Trevor Wardrop across the middle. Catches the ball at the 50.
Oh, boy.
He's all the way down at the 42-yard line.
And just a quick little 5-yard slant pattern into the linebacker area. Nice throw from Colin Fisher. And another good catch, kind of in traffic. Picked up a nice gain.
That Jeff Hall, the coach there for the Piedmont Wildcats, he brought a different style offense into Piedmont. You know, we'd won against them for so many years, and then when he came into town, it was a kind of offense we'd never seen before. The ball gets thrown, and incomplete pass there to Brandon Harper, but he brings in a totally different offense. So,
you know, obviously it's worked. I saw his. And I can't remember what his record was, but he has a tremendous record by bringing this flex bone in. You know, the kids really believe in that offense, and it's worked. I mean, they were semifinalists a couple years ago, you know, in that loaded 5A2 district. Carl Albert, McGinnis, and Piedmont all made the semis that year.
You bring up Carl Albert. They were the first ones to beat Carl Albert forever.
That's right. Yes.
So off of this offense. Great run by Colin Thomas right up the middle. Give him a little taste of their home medicine right there with
Absolutely.
a big hole. That brings up about 9 yards right there. Big hole over on the left side, James.
Yeah, there's a big hole over there, and Caden Dominy was over there too, helping open it up, the offensive line as well.
Very good.
Yeah.
You know, James is the father of Caden Reed, so he has been watching snaps and line play for a long time. So.
And the snaps have been money, man, all year. Just boom, right on the money, quick, firm, right in the hands.
Oh, they're playing pressure right now. Yeah. Ooh, they pressed. Looks like a swing pass over to. Whoop.
That's great. That's a great play by number 22 for Piedmont. He read that right away. Jacob Anglin. We just tried to basically a wide receiver screen with Brandon. That kid had a beat on that right away and brought him down for a 2-yard loss.
It's good that Brandon held on to the ball. There's no doubt. You know, you got two things looking right at you. One, the ball's coming at you a million miles an hour. You're close to, you know, calling. And then the second thing is you got a linebacker coming right at you. Was he playing linebacker or safety on that?
He was safety.
Oh, safety on
he
that
was
one. Okay.
kind of, but he's kind of right there in a kind of almost like a slot. There you go.
Pressure's coming on both sides. Colin Fisher says, I'll see you later. I'm at the 20. I'm at the 15. I'm at the 10. I'm all the way down the 4-yard line. Colin Fisher.
There we go. Again.
Colin Fisher.
Yeah, sorry about that, James. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that was a great run, smart decision.
Yeah, I tell you what, like I said, he had mentioned that this week that they were going to have that ability to possibly tuck and run because those guys fall back into coverage so quickly, just leaving huge running lanes open. So
yeah, and James, did you see the ends coming up on both sides of that? So they're taking away the outside run, but they're giving up the middle run big time. Those ends were blazing upfield. Colin Fisher looks to run again. Oh, he runs into his own player and goes down at about the 5-yard line. Maybe a loss of 1.
I tell you what, I think Colin Thomas tried to cut across Colin's face to get that block on the side, and just they kind of ran into each other right on that play. So good play by Piedmont. Just kind of crashing that zone there a little bit.
So he's looking back over. Let us know what's he doing right now, Coach. What's Colin Fisher doing right now?
Well, he's looking over Kyle Davidson, Coach Davidson gives him the sign. You have 2 coaches doing it, I think, to try to throw them off. But Colin will get the play from Kyle, and then kind of redirect traffic, and then they go.
Okay. Now the line's getting little confusion right there.
Yep.
Colin Thomas either runs down to about the 3-yard line. They're going to make it a little drama again down in the red zone.
No doubt, man, no doubt. And I was talking to Coach Davidson. He just said they haven't had a lot of film on these guys, and they just don't know really kind of what to do. So he said basically they literally ran 40 plays yesterday in practice. Oh, so that many plays, there's going to be a little bit of confusion for these kids. You know what I'm saying? But hey, they got to be quick learners and be able to just kind of roll with the punch here.
That's right, absolutely. Colin Fisher looks to roll left. Oh, he's got somebody in the end zone, and the official raises his hand. Touch boys. That's there. Number 1. Was that?
That was Brandon Harper. Yes, sir.
Was it Brandon? Okay, Brandon Harper, number 1 for 6, baby.
Man, so again, Colin rolls to his left, and you got to kind of put on the fastball there a little bit. Just not much room there. You had about 7, 8 Piedmont Wildcats rolling to their right, and he just threw a bullet right in there into Brandon Harper's hands, and nice way to pull that down.
Yeah.
Great play.
Absolutely. Great play. Let's get our kicker in. Ball's
Looks
up.
like it's good.
And it is good.
Very good.
Thank you, James, for being down there. And we'll be right back here at noblebears.tv.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Okay, back here at Noble Stadium, real quick, Crimson Electric scoring recap. 55 yards and 9 plays, and it was an out route to Brandon Harper for the 6.
Again,
This is Chase Weimer is who's kicking right here. He is not on our roster. He was the kid that we could not figure out last week, but I do have it written down right here. Chase Weimer.
Gotcha.
Yeah, number 13.
Yep, and he kicks it over there to Caleb Bird again, a senior wide receiver, defensive back, 6 foot, 175. Throws his hands.
Yep.
He did look down that time, Coach. He did. I saw exactly what he did.
Okay.
He brought his head down. He looked. He said, "Oh, there they are. They're coming." And then he went ahead and called the fair catch. So the last time he didn't even do that. He just looked up and called a fair catch.
Maybe with that much, if there's some space, maybe they're going to let him try to run it. Maybe, but kind of deja vu right here. I mean, almost the exact same starting spot from last time.
Chase Weimer kicked a nice kick, though. It went up in the air, plenty of time to allow our guys to come downfield in order to be there, so he'd have to call a fair catch.
I was watching him on warm-up, and he was doing a great job, but I didn't have him on my roster either. So.
Oh, yeah. Number 13,
great job.
Number 13 is Chase Weimer, okay?
Outstanding play by Hayden. Austin Teener just crashed the line there and was able to almost make that tackle at the point of contact. Just a quick dive. And great job, Tavian Gibbons and Austin Teener there.
Yeah, that's what we're going to have to do with this offense that the Wildcats have. They just like to attack that point of where their run's going, and they gain tackle when they do that.
That's right. And our linebackers have got to stay home, keep their head on a swivel as well.
Their blocks are almost like no other team.
That is a great point of attack right there. Number 51 said, hello, where you at? And,
man, I'm telling you, Jackson Stewart, the kid's been a gamer these first 3 weeks, man. He just really stepped in there and had given us a really good boost.
You know, he didn't make a solo tackle, but he definitely slowed down the player. Then the rest of the Bears just came right back and then finished up the job.
Man, he still got about 5 on that play, though, guys.
Oh, man.
I mean, they get there quick. It's just a quick handoff. When he gets that ball, it's almost at the line of scrimmage, so you're not losing much. You know, there's not a deep handoff in the backfield. You know what I'm saying? And so they're getting there quick.
Yeah, I couldn't believe he picked up that many yards, especially when he got smacked. It seemed like the second he came across that line. And, there's a big gap over on the left-hand side. Linebackers, Caden Dominy.
Yep.
They tackle right at the 50-yard line. Looks like the line judge for the night, Tracy Averas.
Yeah, Cannon Wood, man, just for the Wildcats. Once again, he's a tough runner. Cannon Wood, let's see, he is a sophomore, 6'2", 210. So the kid is there.
Wow.
Put together, and he's pretty quick as well. And but we did a nice job of bringing him down, but not before that first down was picked up.
Oh, my. Well, yep, Jeff Hall brings this offense into Piedmont and brings it into Noble Stadium. Noble Bears look to wrap up number 10 for the Piedmont Wildcats.
Attaboy.
Number 10 is Cannon Wood, sophomore linebacker. He's the 6'2", 200-pounder. And, did you know he actually married a lady from the Noble area, Jamie Clark, as a matter of fact?
Yes, I found that. Yeah, my brother-in-law, Isaac Kretzinger, and Jamie went to high school together. And I just found this out from Coach Hall early in the day, so that was kind of a small world around here.
It is a small world. Did you know that she was a 2-time All-Stater in cross-country and in soccer, Coach?
I did. She was a really good athlete, so that I did know that. Now, she was a little bit younger than me, but I do remember her being,
little keeper on the left-hand side, the quarterback. Go ahead, keeps it. Yep. He's wrapped up and tackled. They've got enough for a Piedmont Wildcat first down. I thought he actually handed that off, and we made a good tackle, but the quarterback held on to the ball and rolled around to the left side and picked up.
And I tell you what, guys, they do a tremendous job of carrying out those fakes because, like you said, I thought he had it too. And the kid just kept running hard without the football in his hands, and that was able to free up that little lane there for Joshua Mars.
Hey, here's it. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, over the last 3 years of watching this Wildcat team, that's what they do. They fool you. You'll have 3 or 4 of our tacklers trying to take down a guy, and it's not even the guy. He don't have the ball.
Yeah. See, they're just Coach George had mentioned that early in the week. He's like, we play Piedmont, and it's great to play them every year because they're a tremendous team.
They'll
well
get you ready.
Mm-hmm. And but they just this is kind of a unique offense. You really don't see it a whole lot. But they do have those big bruising tailbacks that we're going to see, like from Ardmore,
right?
Altus,
right?
So Lawton Max.
The physical part of it is what you're saying is good for us.
The physicality. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well,
but it's tough to defend, man. You just gotta kind of keep your nose down and just keep on rolling with it.
And it picks up a nice tackle. The Noble Bears do. That brings up third down and long.
No, that was Savageau, wasn't it?
Yeah, Max Savageau in there. Yes, it was Max. Again, two-way player for Max. Hey, we've got a 3rd and 6 here. So, guys, and the other thing, they've got to be setting up just a little dump pass here. You know what I'm saying? Anytime. They've run. At some point, they're going to release a tight end or a kid out of the backfield and try to go upfield on us. So we can't fall asleep in the backfield.
They did have, and I think they still do have, our tackles at a 5 technique here. So they're giving them a little bit there in the middle.
Okay. Well, we're doing a nice job on not jumping here. We got nice discipline for our defensive line here, watching the ball. Don't give them any cheap yards here.
Mars pitches it to the right side to number 22, finds a big seam over on the right side, runs all the way in for a touchdown. That was number 22 for the Piedmont Wildcats, Jacob Anglin. Again, junior defensive back, running back.
Yep. So, again, just, we slowed them down a little bit on that drive, but they still were able to, get some of those big chunk plays. Just not much to that, just a toss sweep. And he had a nice running lane there as well, and we just couldn't get off some of those blocks, and they put it in.
Coach, this may be the team with the ball last.
Absolutely.
Kind of game.
And, the team with obviously the fewest turnovers, that's always important. But, you're right. Could come down to the last possession. Extra point.
Could come down to an extra point. Absolutely. So, well, we'll be right back here at NobleBears.tv. Thank you for joining us.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
We are back here at Noble Stadium. Beautiful evening at Noble Stadium. Just unbelievable weather we have. Then no wind at all, and it is just perfect. Friday night lights right here,
Well, they
Coach.
brought a really nice crowd as well. I don't know if the camera has shown that yet, but, man, they have a lot of people drove down from Piedmont. Looks like our stands are pretty well full as well, so this is a tremendous atmosphere right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, Jeff Hall, again, the coach, and then we were just talking about that he was married to Jamie Clark, two-time All-Stater in cross country. I know we were just talking about that a second ago, but here's the trivia question for the night. Who was the last Noble athlete that was a two-time All-Stater? Do you know, Jack? You don't know? Do you know?
I think I do know, but
if you say it, Matt, I'll know.
Yeah, I kind of figured you would. So people at home, do you know? It's Coach Shane Fisher in the house.
Well, Shane should know, huh?
Yeah. I was like, well, I think that might be the answer, but well, thanks, man.
I didn't let him take that. I had to make sure and deliver that. As a matter of fact, you can blame Miss Sarah Fisher for giving us that information tonight. So
I'll have a word with her after the game.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
Oh man.
We got to give some shout outs to some people, some birthdays. Ethan Wallace in the house had a birthday this week. Yeah.
Great player back in the day, man. He had some really big moments for us. Who was that right there? Go down. Boy, good. Again, 35-yard line, great field position right here
Great
for us.
returns. I mean, at least the field position so much better than we were experiencing last week. Yeah, I remember Ethan Wallace having some wonderful plays. One of the plays I remember him having is against Newcastle, and he actually intercepted the ball against Casey Thompson, who's going to be this week's Texas starting quarterback.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I remember the hype coming in, with him coming in and how they were just going to destroy us. And we that was a semifinal year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was just that was a great year, man. I had a lot of fun, and that was a tremendous play by Ethan.
Rebecca Bates, the trainer,
Okay.
that's her birthday this
Happy
last
birthday.
week. And then Coach Marcy, the volleyball coach for the Noble Bears. It was her
Very
birthday
good,
this week.
Very, very good.
Colin Fisher looks to roll to the right, throws it over to Brandon Harper, who's right at the 50, makes some sweet moves. He's going to go to the house on this one. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. And this is a touchdown for number 1.
No flags, baby. No flags on that. Tremendous play, man. I mean, so it looks like it was going to be a quarterback run. Brandon stays wide. Colin attacks the line of scrimmage. And then right before he crosses, boom, a little quick out pass to Brandon Harper. And then he does the rest, man. What a tremendous athletic play by Brandon Harper.
Man, I'm not mistaken. That was Conley out here that had that first initial block.
And, we've had trouble with that in the past.
Yeah, because if he doesn't make that block, then he doesn't allow him to free up at that very first of that.
Thank you for pointing that out, James. That's a tremendous job on Lucas Conley getting that huge block. But, man, Brandon Harper, what an impressive run right there, baby.
And the ball is up, and it is good. So that brings the score 21-14. The Noble Bears answer right back. Very fast on the scoreboard and very fast on the clock. It was less than 10 seconds, Coach.
I think that scoring recap's going to be pretty simple right here, baby. That's what we were
Go ahead and give it to us real fast.
Yeah, so the Crimson Electric scoring recap, Scott Womack and Brian Unger are statisticians. One play, 65 yards. Brandon
65
Harper,
yards.
65 yards, just a swing pass. So just got it done quick.
Hey,
45 seconds.
Hey, I'm just telling you, that play's got to go viral. That was awesome. That was an awesome play. When he made that first move, and then he busted through the line in the middle of the field, and then I called it out when he's at the 40. I said, he's gone. That's a touchdown.
Well, he turned on the Jets right about the 40, 35-yard line, man. That kid had a beat on him, but then he just another gear, man. So, good call.
That's got to be a catalyst into this defensive stand here.
Yes. Man, it's just you talk about a track meet right now, fellas.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this is good stuff. This is what the crowd coming out. You want to give them a good show, and they definitely are giving that to them right now.
Well, you put 35 points on the board in the first quarter.
I feel like I'm watching a Texas Tech OU football game right now, back when Mayfield and Mahomes got together.
Oh, my goodness.
That was a ridiculous score. Remember that? It was I can't remember how many yards were, like 1,300 yards passing between the two of them. Something stupid.
It's a reminder of the El Reno.
Oh, that ball's hitting the ground. Oh, that ball's on the ground. Number 22.
Stay wide.
Picks up.
Oh, good job, Tristan Burrow right there.
Come back.
Tristan Burrow, number 65 for Noble, coming in there with his hair on fire and was able to pull him down immediately. So tremendous play, Tristan Burrow.
Got him all the way down to the 11-yard line. Again, that was Jacob Anglin that literally is doing everything. He's on the defensive side. He ran that touchdown a second ago. Now he just returned the ball.
Okay, we got a timeout here. We got a player down. But yeah, you're right. He's kind of their jack of all trades here right now.
It looks like we've got a couple of trainers and our coaches down there. Why don't we take a break with them, Coach?
Absolutely.
We'll here at noblebears.tv.
Nope, that's perfect. Oh, sorry.
Agent Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target.
We are back here at Noble Stadium. The person down on the field came right back up, so we just came right back to you. Looks like he's healthy and good.
Yeah, I think maybe just kind of just how those kickoff returns, kick teams are, man. They just flying down the field, and sometimes it's like run into a wall with another player, and can hurt a little bit. So, but Jackson Stewart got up. Well, we definitely need him to stay in this ball game.
Yeah, well, now who's going to replace him right now over at the?
It looks like spot? Colton Hester, I believe, number 43.
All right,
kind of right there in the middle, right behind Tavian.
I got you. Okay, I see him. I got you.
So we're going with that 5-man front this time.
Okay. Well, we got Colton Hester in the game, fresh body, ready to go. Looks like he's going to stand right on his toes and lay somebody out.
And you look at the spacing of our backers too. We get about 5 yards apart, maybe 5 to 7 yards apart. And like James said, 5 on the line. So we're just trying to
pitch to the outside.
Look at this.
Kate Domini's tracking him.
Yeah, that's nice block up there by their receiver. I couldn't tell what number it was, but Caden Domini just missed him. It was a nice little option play, fake the dive, little option sweep to number 44. That's a big old boy too for Piedmont. That is James McGuire. He's a senior, 6'2", 260.
Yeah, he's a load right there for sure. So, that was what, 11, 12-yard run right there by itself, and it felt like it was going to be over with before it got started. And then all of a sudden, 12 yards later, you're like, well.
It is kind of nice, the pace they do run. It's not so, it's quick and it's hard to defend, but at least you get about a 15. Oh, we got a flag down here. We might have a hold. You get a little bit of a break, though, in between plays. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. But that clock is sure ticking. There's only 10 minutes, 30 seconds left.
There is a flag, and I see Lucas Conley clapping and pointing to the south. Okay, probably a hold, James. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it was a hold.
Okay.
We'll see the official call here in a minute.
Oh, boom, right there, 10 yards. That's big right there, guys. Set up a 1st and 20, so kind of pushes them back down into, inside the 15-yard line, their own territory. So
as fast as that ball is handed off and going, the hold is got to be pretty.
Yeah,
it's got to be pretty quick for them to catch that too, as an official, because it's not long before the running back's already passed the offensive line. So.
Okay, now Brandon, we got someone out wide here, guys.
Come on.
Yeah, look here, we got
There you go, Brandon. There we go. Coach Davison saw him. He ran up from about the back 40 over here, and he said, "Look over here to your right."
And see, Brandon just kind of cuts the distance in half here. So there's the toss.
Pitch man in motion, looking right at Brandon Harper on the outside.
Good job right there.
Trevor Wardrop takes him down, and Brandon Harper takes him down. It was a pretty good pickup right there, but
Colton Lucian for Piedmont, just a toss sweep once again to our sideline. Great job by Trevor Wardrop tracking him down. But we need two plays here. Obviously, short gain and then punt that ball away and get it back to us.
2nd down and 12 for the Piedmont Wildcats. 9 minutes and 40 seconds left in the second quarter. Piedmont team is right at the 21, 22-yard line.
They got some kids that can run, guys.
Yeah, just on the edge. And yeah, absolutely, Coach.
Their timing is what really sets them apart.
There's the pass.
Looks like the first pass of the night. Looks like a little swing pass, and it's thrown to the outside, and it's a duck, and it lands at about the 30-yard line. And that's kind of what I expected to happen, actually, if they try to throw the ball, Coach.
I tell you what, though, man, if he puts that out in front, he had Caden Domini beat there. That could have went to the distance, but they're going to have to try to throw it, once or twice every now and then, right, guys?
It keeps you honest, right?
I keep them honest, keep our guys, there, but man, you got to think they're going to try something here again.
How big is this down?
It's huge down here.
It is, man. I mean, you stop them, or just at least let them have maybe a yard gain or 2 yard gain.
They got a slant
Coach
pattern.
Crowley's calling them inside, making them go on a two-eye technique.
Oh, they tried to run it up the middle and got stymied.
Okay.
There was no cane on that ball.
Very nice. Right. Good job, James Reed, right up in there. Oh, excuse me, James. Yeah, you're playing football right now, James. I got you.
The other Reed.
The other Reed.
Yeah.
Caden Reed did a nice job staying home, and he's bringing that kid down, no gain. So
Hey, they all started with Coach Crawley. I heard him calling a 2-eye technique. He moved them in, him and Teener over there, and it worked.
Okay, very good. Hey, that's good coaches. They recognize that quick and put them in the right spot. So well done, Coach Crawley.
Good job being the ears down there on the sideline for that. That was great.
Now, I like what we have here, too. We got Trevor
two.
Wardrip and Brandon back deep here for this punt. Give us 2 options here. So just stay home, guys. Stay home.
Nobody's moving. We got Tavian coming through the middle a little bit.
Oh, get away. Get away. Just get away. Get away. All right, very good. So we're going to have tremendous field position once again, guys.
Great field position.
Yeah, so this is what it's all about. So good stop. So, Matt, you had mentioned it earlier, the first team to kind of get a stop or maybe a turnover. Well, there you go. So we one check mark for us in the right direction here. And if we can put this in, make it a 2-possession game, that would be huge right here, guys.
Absolutely. 8:24 left in the second quarter. The score's 21-14. Noble Bears over the Piedmont Wildcats.
Hey, go back and talk about Coach Crawley again. I asked him earlier if he would be interested in an interview, and he's like, no. You know, he apologized, but he's like, I'm zoned in for this game.
Absolutely.
And it really showed there on that last drive.
I understand, man.
Yeah, he's definitely in the zone.
Yeah, these guys are locked in, and that's great. They should be, right? I mean, that's what you want. They live and breathe this stuff, so that's outstanding.
Yep. This is their time to shine. Oh, Colin Fisher looks to throw it deep.
Oh, he didn't play the ball.
He didn't even play the ball.
He wasn't even.
He didn't ever look back.
He never looked back for the ball.
Now, did he make contact with him? Now he.
Okay. All right.
But hey, I mean, but you're right. You got to turn and see that ball, but we try to get one deep there.
And that was the back judge is Jonathan Knapp again.
Okay.
Jonathan Knapp.
He must have made no contact with Brandon, just kind of shielding him a little bit.
Yeah, he just put up his arms trying to create that wall, no contact.
Okay, good. Good. Give him credit. Good play there for Piedmont.
Obviously, that's going to loosen him up as well. If we hadn't already passed the ball enough to loosen him up, but throwing. Oh, he's going to press
Here
on
it comes.
Trevor Wardrip. Oh, he's way past the line of scrimmage. Absolutely, he's lined up on the. Did you see that, Coach, on the far right
I
side?
missed it.
He literally was like standing there.
Was he really? Okay.
Oh my goodness, love it.
Good call right there.
Yeah.
He was wanting to get a rush in there, but he realized the ball didn't snap, so he had to stop and stop too late.
Oh, you're talking about the kid that was creeping up? Is that what you're talking about? The kid that came creeping up at the linebacker
That's what I
spot?
seen on the far right side.
I just saw him just kind of standing there like he didn't even know where the line of scrimmage was at. He was like already like in our backfield.
Hey, I tell you what, just a real quick shout out to JT Womack, number 74, is in the ball game. He's this right tackle right towards us here. Oh, there he got him. He's got him.
Oh, Trevor Wardrip. Wide open on the outside. Oh, and the ball is just on his fingertips at about the 5-yard line.
Deep, a little too much.
Yep. So there, Colin puts it in a spot where only Trevor can get that. But I think if he kind of moved it too close to this pylon down here, he had him beat there. Just throw it to the end zone, let him go get it. So just out of his reach.
That was a man-to-man coverage that they had on him, and number one, maybe 5 yards off of Trevor, so he's going to have to back up a little bit more even because he got beat about 5 yards there. There's no doubt.
Gosh, you got to like Brandon. I mean, just something. Here's Brandon. I just let him go. Oh, we got a false start.
Lucky.
Oh, we got a timeout.
They were lucky on that because Coach, it was wide open over there.
Yeah, they were all shifting towards us right there. Brandon was going the opposite direction. So great timeout by Coach Hall there.
Absolutely. Well, we'll take it with him here at NobleBears.tv.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize.
We're back here at Noble Stadium. Noble Bears have the ball. 8 minutes, 8 seconds left in the second quarter. Driving, they're inside the 50-yard line, and they've put together a couple of plays, Coach, that just didn't quite pan out.
Yeah, exactly. They, tried to go deep a couple times. One was just kind of underthrown. The other one was overthrown. And then we had the right play called, but they called a timeout because otherwise Brandon probably scores on that.
Yeah, there was nobody there over on that side. Brandon Harper goes in motion, comes back around the other way. Colin Fisher spins about 3 different times. Trevor Wardrop looks and he makes a move on the inside. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. He's going at the 10. 3, 2, 1, touchdown, Trevor Wardrop.
Boom, there's what we had to have. Again, I love this play. Brandon comes in motion, fakes around Collins. They fake a handoff. Then Collins swings back to his right, finds Wardrop in the flat, and then boom, turns on the Jets. And there's that 2-score advantage we have right here, guys.
That's what we were after all night. 2-score
Trevor
advantage.
Wardrop, he just waited there for those blockers to come up, and then he stepped behind them and went all the way.
Yes, he did. Just, there was my opportunity, man. My Joe Adams call, I missed it. Oh, gosh, I missed it.
I was stepping
absolutely
over your toes
missed it,
on that
man.
one.
No, it was perfect. I'll try to get that next time we have a breakaway run there.
Oh, my goodness.
Legendary call from Joe Adams, man. It's good stuff.
Yeah. I need to hear this Mr. Hill again come into the building. Nobody else knows about him. The ball is up. The officials look at each other, and they both say, it's good. 28-14, Noble Bears over Piedmont Wildcats. That was a quick score right there. Again, that was a big-time score, Coach.
Yes, it was.
What's the scoring cap on that?
Scoring cap, we got 5 plays.
This is by Nathan's Automotive,
46 yards. 5 plays, 46 yards. Nathan's Automotive scoring recap here. 5 plays, 46 yards, and just a swing pass to Trevor Wardrop, and he's off to the races. And you might as well call missing persons because he is gone, baby.
He was gone, man. He turned on those Jets at about, was it about the 30-yard line, right?
Yeah.
And, I mean, when he got through that first block and then he split the defense, I was like, oh, it's over now.
And he made a sweet little, plant move to kind of, free himself up a little bit. Hey, while we have just a second here, I'll get a couple quick scores here in 5A. Lawton Mac is 14. They're playing up at Enid right now, so they're up 14-7. Ada's beaten Durant 21-0. Shout out to CJ, a kid down there. He's CJ Freeland, great kid.
Is he one of the baseball kids?
Yeah, one of the baseball kids.
Oh, gotcha.
Dell City 14, Bishop McGinnis 7. So that's a tight one. We have Shawnee is losing to Carl Albert 22-0, and then Ardmore's up 28-6 over Ponca City right now.
You know that one score you said about Lawton Mac over Enid, the 6A Enid team, makes me go, ooh, that doesn't sound good at all.
Lawton Mac's going to be solid, man. I mean, that's just and I got to tell you what, though. So last week, Piedmont, the one game they do have, they played Putnam City North.
Right.
That's been a perennial 6A1 program. They have fallen to the 6A2. But, I mean, gosh, Piedmont's they have some kids that can really play, man. They got the size, they got the speed. You obviously got the good coaching they've had ever since Coach Hall's been there. So, I mean, this team's dangerous, man. I mean, we're pretty fortunate that right now it's 28-7. We just got to keep the pedal to the metal here and just keep after it.
Hey, Matt Shane.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hey, we changed up the defensive line, the down linemen up here a little bit, put the big guys out to give them a rest.
Okay,
very good.
Looks like we got Tavian Givens at the nose guard. Looks like we also got a timeout here.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and stay right here, Coach, if that's okay.
Yeah, it looks like number 54. That's Mason Crawford coming in. He's been a backup lineman for us as well.
You know, he had a foot thing the other day. I was visiting with him, and he was out last week with that foot thing. And, he had a little soft cast on it, if you would. And so it's good to have him and J.T. Womack back this week.
Oh, man, that's great. And like I said, just kind of building off that youth, some kids that maybe hadn't got to play as much that are starting to get into these ball games. And like I said, not just, not scrimmages. They're not games that are blowouts. I mean, these are important games that really turn our program into a direction that we can just keep climbing because Coach George came to this town. This is his 8th season, and, man, it is really just taken off.
It has.
I mean like I said, winning the district, going to the semifinals. I mean, it's just he's done such a great job of leading these kids, and his staff as well has done a great job as well.
And it's just not the record that he holds here at Noble. I look at all the other things that are involved. He's big time into the program and building the program and raising money. For things like the scoreboard, things for the Bears. Just their uniforms are just stellar.
Oh man!
And everything looks so great, and it's because of the leadership that we have in Coach George.
Yeah, absolutely. And, it's not just football season either. I mean, he's doing it in the off season, February, pancake breakfasts, whatever it takes to raise money for the team. He just does a tremendous job.
Got some awesome girls that go to Noble as well that play sports too, and
his daughter
obviously
Landry's
take care of them
a freaking
as well.
baller, man, in the basketball court.
Big hole up the middle, number 27 for the Piedmont Wildcats, and that is Israel Robles, sophomore, running back, 5'10", 185, found a hole and kept on going.
Yeah, churned those legs. Great job, Lucas Conley, there by nice form tackle. Just kind of wrapped him up and brought him down to the turf immediately. But again, Robles, man, he's tough to bring down, and they just have a whole mix. Actually, that may have been Tyson Benford. Is that number 21? Oh, you're right. That was Robles.
And there's Robles right here with the flag on the play.
I think we need to. That was Max Savageau. He didn't get fooled by anybody there in the backfield, 2 or 3 yards deep, and was able to make great contact with him. I think we have.
Coach Crawley's already calling it out. Like he already knew what that
a
call
chop block.
was.
Okay, chop block, guys. So that's 15 yards there. That's big.
And the loss of the down, Coach.
Very nice. Okay. That's big, guys. So that'll push that back inside their 30.
You know why it is a 15-yard penalty? I mean, it is so dangerous to take a kid from low and then high and then take him out like that.
Can you explain that to us? So if you got a guy engaged up top.
High, and then somebody chops him down below. And
gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is totally dangerous. That all it takes is just, one knee there and, you're done for the season. It can wreck a team, man.
Yeah. James, have you ever had that happen to you before?
Yeah, I have.
I'm sure it does not feel
nice
good.
job right there.
Big time defense.
Boom.
Tell us about the chop block.
Great job, Mason Crawford. I'm sorry to cut you off, James.
No.
Mason Crawford had a nice push, and he was able to make contact in the backfield, and he slung Robles to the ground for the loss. Sorry about that. Go ahead, James.
The Coach Crawley's got this thing figured out right now.
Man.
He's already a step ahead of the game, Coach.
What a tremendous! I mean, the kids have done a tremendous effort staying home. You know what I'm saying? They're doing what they should be, what they were taught to do. They're not trying to do any more than what they should be doing.
There's a big hole on the outside. Number 22's with the ball. He's wrapped up, taken down. Looks like he picked up maybe about 15 yards, 12 yards, but it does not even come close to the original line of scrimmage.
I tell you what, great job, Caden Dominy. He kind of saved the day there. The guys, he kind of got away with a horse collar just a little bit, but we were able to keep him from getting back to the original line of scrimmage.
That brings up 3rd and 12 for the Piedmont Wildcats. James, I'd like to get a word from you if you can talk. If you can get to a spot where you can hear me.
Locate so I could get better reception.
Oh,
here.
you're doing good now, man.
Gotcha.
That's perfect, guy.
Here we go. It's 3rd down, right, guys?
Yeah, 3rd down. Number 14 steps back to
pass.
Big pass on the outside. Ball's thrown all the way to the outside, right in front of Logan Kirby.
That's 4th. It shows 2nd
That's
on
right, Coach.
That should be 4th down.
Should be 4th down now.
Should be 4th down right there. And we got a flag down.
Now the official, he looks at, he comes in, he's waving his hand.
Yeah,
they definitely look at each other and they say 4th down.
Okay, good. I'm about to say because we forgot to change or was it a loss of down though? You said on that chop block it's a loss of down, or is that just a 15-yard penalty?
Coach, that's a loss of down.
Okay, so you're good going. Yeah, right there.
Every time that was a loss of down.
Okay, very good.
Okay,
so here he comes.
I was going to say, I might run down on the field. What are you talking about? I know that's a loss of down.
Go.
Yeah, 4th and 12, and here they go. They're going to punt the ball again. Now let's make sure and protect. We can't let them sneak outside or anything right now.
Just stay home. Don't have to do anything silly right here. Just let him punt this ball away, and we can field it and just get back out on offense here.
Now this one might be fielded. Brandon Harper with the ball in his hands. He's at the 30. He's trying to sneak away, but he is gang tackled by a whole host of Wildcats. Take him down at the, looks like they're going to give him at least the positive line, and so they'll put it right at the 30-yard line.
Okay, still from what we dealt with last week at Midwest City, man, this is tremendous. I mean, it just goes to show you what 20 yards will give you. What an advantage 20 yards. Because last week we were on the 10 about every time, every play it seemed like.
It was like Colin would step back and he would be in the end zone throwing the ball out of the bounds. When he first started, we were at the 5 and 7 yard line many times in the game last week. I mean, you got to feel that, right? As a quarterback, you got to know if I get tackled where I'm at, when I throw this ball, that's a safety. And that's not,
right.
Yeah,
absolutely. So you kind of the pressure's on, some unneeded pressure that,
he's on. He faked him out.
That's a catch.
Conley.
Yeah, Lucas, what? And we got a late hit on Colin
I think he
Fisher.
dropped it, though, at the end.
No, we got a late hit, though, on Colin. So that's going to be a 15-yard. Oh, he dropped it.
He did drop it, and it
Dropped
hit
it right at the end.
right.
That's okay. We're going to get roughing the passer here right there, so 15 yards.
That had everybody in the stadium fooled, Coach. It had me fooled.
Yeah.
The only buddy that wasn't fooled was Lucas Conley.
Man,
It was wide open with
he
his
was-
hand down the field and the ball coming at him. I think the ball, I'm not sure. Did you see that? I think the pass was just right on the money.
Well,
It
I
hit
tell
him
you what,
perfect.
Collins saw him late. He was looking to his right. Lucas was streaking down his left, so his peripheral, he had to kind of, check down to Lucas. And I don't know if that was obviously was not his first option, but he found him, and just a little bit out of his range. Tremendous effort there by Conley.
I think it was actually contact with the ground that knocked the ball out.
Oh, okay. That makes sense because it seemed like he had it, and then boom, it just kind of fell out of there. Okay, watch our blockers down here. This is going to be a little swing pass to Brandon right here.
Oh, and we got him to jump off sides, and that'll be.
I think
Let's
that's number
wait for the
73.
official. Let's see what the official says. The way I saw it, it looked like it was encroachment.
They got
it was
us.
a
Yeah,
false-
I think
false start.
It was Nick Lohman, number
Nick-
73.
Okay.
Oh, you were already calling that out. Sorry, I didn't. I thought you were talking about them. Yeah. So.
Yeah, the Piedmont kids were all on that too. I mean, they were pointing right away.
Unfortunately, they were reacting to Lohman.
Yeah,
he had a little
makes
bit of a
sense.
move there, and they took off.
Coach, if we put 6 more on the board here, I'm not, trying to predict or anything, but if we put 6 more on the board and we go up 21 points on this team.
Yeah, it's going to be, uphill climb there for sure. But we just got to, it's kind of like OU, man. Just keep pouring it on. Do not let up.
Well, against this team, you obviously see they can score within
Yeah.
a minute's time frame. It doesn't take them long to score, but Colin Fisher steps around,
Got him.
finds Brandon Harper at the 50. He's
Good
at the
block.
40.
Oh, good block.
Downfield blocking right there by Logan Kirby. Comes back and picks up somebody. Brandon picks up another 7 yards. That's a big time first
Man, I
down.
tell you what, Matt, right there, Logan Kirby did a tremendous job of just shielding the guy. Didn't try to blow him up. He just kind of got in his way and was able to spring Brandon for another 7 yards there.
If he comes back and hits somebody and they're not expecting, that's a blindside block. And
exactly.
they'll call that every time down the field. They look for that play.
Yes.
Because he turned his whole back towards the end zone and was coming back. Logan Kirby did. And so him just standing there was like one of the best things he could have done.
Yes, no doubt.
Great pass, though.
Colin
Thomas.
boy.
Yeah, great
Good job,
run.
Thomas.
Great run by Colin Thomas.
Where was that hole at, James? Over on the right? Who was that? Oh,
It was on the right side. I think it was inside of the tackle.
Okay,
the
yeah.
Offensive tackle there.
I think it's right off of it's Caden Reed and
Nick Lohman.
Nick Lohman, yes, right there on the side. They kind of cut back to the left a little bit. Oh, we had a false start though. Golly, that's coming back, guys.
well, that's too bad on that one.
Okay, we kind of get a little sloppy here.
That's our second one.
Yep, second one in this series, so we're going to have to clean that up here. But yeah, no, tremendous effort by the line, and again, third game in a row they've given us some great holes to run through. Okay, so I'll tell you what is nice about this. The clock is chewing up a little bit, right?
Yeah, 5 minutes, 10 seconds left in the second quarter. Colin Fisher sees wide open Brandon Harper. The ball comes flying out of his hand.
I don't think he had it. I don't think he's going to. Oh, no. Oh, they're going to say.
They're going to say it was a catch.
Oh, man, that's tough. I mean, that's. I don't know, guys. He
maybe put 1-2 feet down on the ground.
He
and
had
that ball
a small
came popping
football
out.
move there, maybe a couple feet.
Oh, boy, I think they give credit to the Piedmont defender. I did not see the number, but he was able to jar that ball loose.
Coaches are not happy on the sideline here. They're agreeing with you that it wasn't a catch.
Man, that was a quick call. I know they have a little bit better angle than we do, but, man, that was – I think he only had 1 foot down.
Coach, that's maybe the play you talked about, having a turnover in the game. So let's just keep an eye on this and see if Noble Bear defense can stand up and stop the Wildcats. They're at about the 10-yard line.
Yeah.
We'd have had that ball at the 10-yard line.
Well, it's just good news that Brandon got up, too. I mean, that could have been a –
Ball's right over the middle, and it takes one
Golly,
run.
Man.
Number 27.
One play.
Logan
good effort
Kirby
right
said,
there.
I'm going to
Great
catch you,
effort.
though. And they're all the way down to the 10-yard line on the other side.
And see,
so.
that's how quick, that's how much momentum a turnover gives you. I mean, they get the turnover, stop us right at the 10, and then boom, first play, they take it down to our 10. That's just that is a tough break. But, hey, tremendous effort there, Logan Kirby and Brandon Harper to run him down.
Just tracked him right down,
Man.
tripped him right up. And that was Robles on a long run.
Again, they exploited our small men up front, and they just took it.
Yep, just kind of had a nice.
It was right up the middle, right behind the center, between center and the guard.
Okay. Yeah, he was untouched, wasn't he? Yeah, there you go. Just, you got to give these kids, man. they're tough runners. They keep their legs churning, and they protect that football. So, man.
Yeah, down here on the end zone, they put Reed and Teener back in there up on the front line with Tavian Givens.
Okay, there you go. A little kind of beef up that the goal line defense here a little bit.
James, you got a great angle at this. Oh, I'm sorry. I see where you're at. I saw the camera down there.
No, I'm down back here because of reception.
I'm with you. Looks pitch to the outside.
There's a toss sweep, and he'll just walk it in there. Yeah, number 1, that Colton Lucian.
First time he's touched the ball.
Yeah, that toss sweep. We are just having trouble with that. You know, he's coming in motion. He's at a full speed, gets a toss sweep, so he's coming downhill right away, and that's just tough to stop there.
Yeah. Well, we'll be right back here at noblebears.tv.
Noble Bear fans of all ages, be sure and check out the website noblebearfootball.com. Go underneath the shop tab where you'll find clothing, hats, accessories, all kinds of Noble Bear swag, even those hard to find hoodies. Go shop noblebearfootball.com.
Maybe go punch one in here because they do get ball second half also. Piedmont does.
Right. Looks like there may be a flag on this play.
Yep. We might be
Luke Conley. Looks like he may have ran in there a little bit.
Is it probably just enforce that on the kickoff more than likely?
Yeah, we're good. Yes. Yeah. I don't know. You know, this is one of those where you get another.
Maybe go for 2, maybe.
Maybe like another yard or 2 in there with this running attack that they have.
Yeah.
Look at what they're doing.
Yep, here they go.
They said send the quarterback out. You know, a penalty like that, turnover like we had, those are the things that cost.
Yeah.
You know, these are big time issues that we've got.
Yeah.
We've got to seal up because
That's right.
these are the kind of things that you can fix. You don't have to run 5 yards past.
No.
Think on a kickoff like this.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's big, especially, you know, our last tune-up, non-district play, getting it going for next week against El Reno. I mean, gosh, we're going to have to obviously limit those as best we can. And, you know, that was the score I was trying to find.
Looks like they're going to go ahead and they're not going to go for 2, Coach. It looks like they're going to keep the kicker in there. So
I was trying to see who El Reno was playing tonight, but I did not see it. Let's see. Maybe they were playing in a 4A. Do not see a score there for El Reno. I'll check that. Maybe they played Thursday. I just didn't see it.
I don't think so.
Okay.
It seemed like they were supposed to
Maybe
play
they're 6A.
tonight.
Maybe 6A2 maybe tonight.
Number
I think you
7
got that,
again
yeah.
for the Piedmont Wildcats. Again, that's Talon Coop, senior kicker. He boots that one right through. That brings it to a 7-point game with 4:26 left in the second quarter. We'll be right back here at noblebears.tv.
Dr. Dieselhorse works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorse Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorse get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Support.
Welcome back to Noble Stadium. The commercial you saw actually before this one was about the Noble Bear gear. And it can be purchased, and you can purchase it right online. You can come right here to the stadium, pick it up, so there's no extra charges for your delivery or anything like that. But, yeah, you can actually buy it right there online. And the website is noblebearfootball.com. And then you go over to the shop tab, and then you can search for all kinds of good stuff. They have women's, children's, men's clothing, all your Noble Bear swag. Make sure and go to that website, look it up, and you'll see all kinds of things about coaches there, players, everything. So you'll have a chance to see more than just the shop. So
okay, cool. Yeah, that was a shout out my mom was wanting last week.
Oh, did she get some gear?
I believe so. Yeah,
Awesome.
She checked in on that. I think she bought some gear.
You know, last week we had 5,300 people watching live last week. 5,300 IP addresses. Logan Kirby at the 30 makes a spin move. It's brought down to about the 32-yard line. Yeah, 5,300 IP addresses. Wow. And so, you know, if you kind of figure maybe 2 or 3 people that were watching at the time, then of course, that's quite a bit more people that are actually watching the game.
Awesome,
and so Kim said that the sales picked up huge last week.
Really?
Obviously, first game night, stuff like that, but she appreciated the commercial and, of course, the shout-out that NobleBears.tv gave to them.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's good stuff. Well, just the more that we can, get the name out there and just provide to this program and just make it better and stronger, and that's what it's all about.
That's right. Well, there's 4 minutes and 4 seconds left in the second quarter. The Bears, Colin Fisher looks to hand off to Colin Thomas. There's a nice hole over on the left-hand side. He looks like he scampers and picks up about 3 yards there.
Well, he only gave him about 1, though. I mean, man, it seemed like he got a little more than that. I'm with you, man. It looked like he was about 3 or 4 yards up the field. But, that gap closed pretty quickly on the Piedmont side there. A big number 50 for Piedmont. Man, that kid's, let's see, number 50 is Dax Pretty. He's a senior, 5'10", 245.
Colin Fisher looks to roll it right, throws a dart over on the right side.
Oh.
Ball's almost intercepted by number 22 that said, man, I almost had a nice pick off. Jacob
There he is
again.
And I think Brandon is claiming he was held there, but that the ball needed to be thrown a little because I think Brandon got behind England there. So if he just kind of throws that ball up.
Versus a dart.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just kind of take a little bit off, maybe a little more loft to it.
Jacob probably wasn't expecting that ball to be spinning lefty like that.
No.
And it came in like a rocket. So some of you that don't know this, that kid throws a 92-mile-an-hour fastball. So I got the calculations on this, Coach. Now, you got to hear me out on this. If you can throw a 92-mile-an-hour fastball, it's equivalent to throwing the football 55 miles per hour.
Okay.
So I know he loaded up and threw that one. Am I right or wrong? That last pass right there.
Yeah, he was able to flip his feet a little bit and just let it rip there for sure, yeah.
Man, that ball was humming. I know it. So the receivers we have that can make those catches when they're close like that, and of course, I know you guys were watching at home, he's not a righty. He's a lefty. So that ball's spinning in a totally different direction. You got to get used to that. And Brandon Harper is one.
Yeah.
that's all he's ever caught is the left-handed throw. So.
And he has great hands anyway. But, no, you're right. He just has a kind of a unique release.
Mm-hmm.
And, there's just not a lot of lefty quarterbacks at any level, really, if you think about it. And it's just something the receivers kind of have to get, adjusted to.
Well, just to share a couple more little facts that I found out about this, because I did so much of this research on this, that if you're throwing the ball 92 miles an hour, it's 1/4 of 1 second if you're throwing a 92-mile-an-hour fastball before that ball comes across home plate. So 1,000 is about all you get in order to hit the ball.
You got to be on.
You got to be
ready to swing, man, if it's in there. So that is tough. Just imagine if it's 100 miles an hour.
Oh, my goodness, just even the more. He rolls to the right. He's got a hole over on the left-hand side. Takes on the defender. Ball's on the ground. Looks like the Noble Bears may have picked it up, and we got a yellow flag on the play as well. So we got all kinds of action going on here that we need to see. Quarterback rolls to his right, comes back to the left, gets gang tackled by 2 people, and then the ball comes popping out. There's a flag that comes down on the play.
I thought I saw Lucas say maybe hands to the face. I don't know. I don't know what. He's going to have to protect this ball, guys. I mean, this is what we're talking about. We're not chewing up any of this clock, and we cannot put that ball on the turf there. He had Domini open for a slight second, but that window closed pretty quickly, and he made a good decision on not throwing that ball.
Tucking it and running with it. And then Daryl Knapp, again, is your white hat, or he's referee, the hold.
Golly, they got hold
on the Bears, so I'm not sure who that was, but
well, thank goodness we jumped on that football then, right?
Right.
So just to at least get another chance to maybe pick this, or at least get it close to the first down marker if we can't get the whole thing, and then punt it deep, and then they'll have 3:19 to go score possibly, or a little under 3 probably, but. Let's see what we can do here. I mean, that's going to push us back.
Go ahead.
This is a little different. I don't know what Austin Tiener's doing out here on the outside, so let's see what they got going.
Oh, yeah, that is kind of a
interesting.
Kind of a different formation. Yep.
Different formation, a blocker out there.
You know it.
An extra blocker.
You know it. I love this kid, man. He has just really impressed me. He's just done anything and everything coaches have asked him.
So you got to be solid up front here, guys.
Colin Fisher looks to roll to the right. He's pressured hard. There's just I didn't see any blocking over on that side at all, Coach. They just came free the whole time.
Fell apart quickly there. They call a timeout, of course, to stop this clock. So they're going to get tremendous field position here with 3 minutes left, taking this into the half. So we're going to have to bow up here Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot there on that right side. Matt.
Didn't have a lot of time to do anything either. Really, he saw him coming the second he caught that ball and started running to the right. He saw him coming, and he's like, he was flowing right into them.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I mean?
And they kind of bull rushed on the right side of the line as well, so they got behind our kid, and so Colin just couldn't outrun them. And so
I really like these misdirection plays that our Coach Davison, our offensive coordinator, has come up with tonight. Every misdirection play has worked, it seems like. And the one that was going to work, they called a timeout, right before.
You're right.
So.
Hey, Matt, Shane, they did switch out some personnel, so it looks like they're going to go for a long snap here and a deeper punt.
Okay. Well, good.
We'll see.
Well, in warm-ups, they had Wardrop back there punting. And, I mean, he was booming them, man. He was in the end zone, booting them out to the 45. So it looks like Logan Kirby is going to be our guy now. So that, they leave Colin in the backfield.
And they've got tight Villanueva on the outside. And who's the other outside that's going to release?
Oh, boy,
you got Villanueva down here on the bottom. He's not even releasing.
Okay, well, that's...
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gosh. They're catching the ball at the 50 with no pressure.
Oh, good coverage there. Good job, Luke.
Luke Conley.
Yeah, great job, Luke Conley. Hey, that's with what we've been seeing up to this point, that was a tremendous punt there by Kirby. I mean, at least get them out towards midfield, actually back into their territory. So good punt, good coverage there by Luke Conley.
Takes them down at the 48-yard line. Call it the 49. 2 minutes, 56 seconds left in the first half. And the score is 28-21. Noble Bears over the Piedmont Wildcats.
I mean, you just got to think Robles here. I mean, just something kind of up the middle, and they don't need to get too fancy, right?
I mean, their last long 80-yard run was right up the middle. So, I mean, that's just base running on their offense.
Toss sweep.
They went ahead with the toss sweep for number 22.
Yep.
On the outside there. Again, 22 has played offense, defense, special teams. Jacob Anglin.
Yep, put him in motion, toss sweep.
Trevor Wardrop out there tripping him up.
Yep, and but another nice gain on first down, so they picked up about 6 and sets up a short second down for the Wildcats. Obviously I do like the fact that this clock is kind of ticking down a little bit, but if we can, it would be nice to get a 3 and out, obviously. That goes without saying.
They try to hand the ball right up the middle, and it's stuffed.
Okay,
looks like
good.
maybe for about a 1-yard gain.
Okay, yeah, just nothing to that. Again, that was Robles. Isaiah Robles just up the middle, just a quick give to him. Not much there. He was able to get 1 or 2, like you said. But good job, Tavian Givens, Austin Tiener staying home, and Max Savageau as well.
2-minute warning. Home crowd's cheering loud for their boys.
I think they got it.
Looks like
they got
jumps over the top of.
Looks like
Official
they got
runs
first
in on
down,
line. He's right at the 40-yard line. Looks like they may have picked up a first down with 1 minute and 50 seconds left. Now that's going to stop the clock for a short time.
Yep, until they can reset the chains.
White hat, go ahead, and he winds his hand, and he starts it.
Move it. There you go. Move it. There you go. I think they had
yeah, he said, move the chains, guys.
I think maybe a cleat was on the chain over there.
Oh, I got you.
So the guy couldn't move it.
Sideline warning.
That's right.
Number 9 goes in motion with a sweep on the outside. Got a wide open hole on the outside there, and that would be Ian Johnson, sophomore running back, defensive back. Huge hole on the right hand side.
I tell you what, it looks like Adrian Villanueva, number 19, keeps flying upfield, and it's leaving just a huge gap there. He's got to kind of stay home and bounce on the line. Don't want to give, because if he crashes, no one's there.
Leaves the outside. Nobody's there. I mean, that's what a safety's for.
So he's right there on the edge.
Yeah.
Now he keeps running upfield.
And then there's a handoff up
go.
the middle
Okay,
with
good.
1 minute and 10 seconds left in the second quarter. Running back doesn't go down.
Yep,
Now-
Austin Tiener in there, and 21 was that Bryson Crawley.
Yeah, Bryson Crawley, number 21. It's good to have him back, obviously. He's been this kid we just got to have in there.
3rd and 1 with 54 seconds left in the first quarter. The Wildcats have 1 timeout left in the first half. They bring number 22 in motion. Pitch sweep on the outside.
Good
and
job
Villanueva
right there.
says, no, you
There
don't.
you go, Adrian.
Yeah.
Hey, I think
Attaboy,
he
AB.
listened to you right there, Coach.
Great job, Adrian Villanueva there on that toss sweep. He kind of stayed home that time and was able to get to that toss sweep. And that sets up a 4th down here. I don't know. They may just punt this away and just take it to halftime.
They don't have to even punt it away, Coach.
You're right. Okay.
I just looked at that play clock, and it's right about 2 seconds off. So
Okay.
they're looking over there at the sideline. They got plenty of time to do something if they want to.
Looks like they may just run this clock out, get a little breather here, kind of an extended halftime, so to speak. But, yeah, it looks like that's what they're doing.
Well, you got to feel like after the turnover and the hold and the on and on and on that, hey, we got out okay with that, just getting the ball back to the 50-yard line. So,
gosh, you tell you what, though, the fumble was huge there. Now, again, as we said, I mean, they did not give Brandon mid. I don't even think he had 1 foot down. I mean, 1 foot was down and boom, he got hit. So, man, that was a tough call.
I'm going to be nice to go back and look at that on the replay.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it was a boom, boom call. No matter what, whether one way or the other, you could have called that. So, we're going to take halftime here, but we will stay here and watch the band and the cheer perform.
They called a timeout, actually.
Now, they're not going to let this old boy, because I saw him just kind of kicking it. They're not going to let him just try to kick a field goal, are they? Big number 7.
Now, Coach, that would be a 50.
Now, he was kicking pretty far in warm-ups, but I don't think it was quite that distance.
Yeah, and I don't know, man.
It'd be a 51-yarder, right? 52?
Well, it'd
51?
be 7, so it'd be 40. Yeah, it'd be – surely he's going to punt, man. So the ball – it's 7 yards from where the ball is spotted. And this is exactly what they're doing. They are kicking – they're trying a field goal here. This is something you do not see much in high school football here.
Well, hey – stand up and cheer if the kid makes it.
This is a 54-yarder here, guys. 54-yarder.
I mean, this would be so impressive. I mean, I'm actually hoping for good things. Just we'll see this kid at the next level for sure if he can put this thing through.
Oh, it's blocked. Oh no, I'm sorry. Sorry, I thought that thing was blocked there.
Yeah, no.
Okay, good effort though. He just wide right, but he had the distance.
Man, he booted it. All right, so now we're at halftime. Hey, I think we're also going to get not only the band but the cheer coach, but I'm also going to be able to visit with the softball coach and maybe Bailey Smith. One of his players are going to come up here. So
very nice.
So you take a break. A lot of other people get to stay on the cameras and stuff, though. So but we'll be right back here at noblebears.tv.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
It's no secret Pioneer Cellular cares about the students of our communities because we're in your communities with more retail locations than any other carrier in Western Oklahoma. It's no secret that we provide opportunities for students to learn remotely with distance learning plans and MiFi devices. We also help these schools live stream their games, so family members across the country don't miss the action. We sponsor schools and colleges because your children deserve the best. Pioneer Cellular. It's no secret.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
We are back here at Noble Stadium. Beautiful evening. We are at halftime. The score is 28-21. The Noble Bears are leading against the Piedmont Wildcats, and the Noble True Blue Band is about to perform. I'll be quiet, and we'll allow them to play.
why did Anakin Skywalker cross the road? To get to the dark side. Our next piece highlights the percussion section. This piece showcases the many talents within our drum line and allows some of our members to show off their skills on the mallet instruments in the pit. Keep your eyes on the band behind them for some added fun. To close out our show, we bring you the music from Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, and finish it off with the very recognizable Star Wars theme song.
Well, that's the band performing. They did a great job again. My name is Matt Lorenz. It is 11:20 left at halftime. The Noble Bears are currently winning in the football game, 28-21. But the True Blue Band just did a great performance down on the field, and it's good to see the band and everybody putting on a performance tonight. So very happy. And we've got a couple of great people in the house tonight. Coach Murphy with the softball team, and he's got his senior that's in here as well with him, and I'm going to let them both introduce themselves. Go ahead.
Okay, my name is Coach Murphy, and my senior is Bailey Smith, my leading hitter and my leading player on the team.
Say hi, Bailey Smith.
Hi, guys.
I'm so glad that you guys are here. You actually surprised me when I just saw you come in right then, so I was like, oh, man, I'm glad you're here. Now, you guys had a softball game last night, didn't you?
Yes, we did.
Yeah. Tell me, Bailey, how did that go for you guys?
Huh?
Yeah, no, I'm sure you've got so much going on with your. All right, Coach Murphy, who did you guys end up
Who did we play last night? I'm trying to figure it out too. Let's see. We've had so many games this last few weeks. We played Guthrie, which was their homecoming last night.
And it's like when you have one game back to back, it's just you got to forget, everybody that you end up playing and stuff, right?
Oh yeah, we've had at least every night for the last 2 weeks. We played 3 games in the week during the week, and we played Guthrie, and that was their home game last night. And it happens to be that I coached a couple of girls that on Guthrie's team in the summer, so it was kind of a good experience for me to go out there and see some of the girls that I coached during the summer, and then a sense that then I want to win,
Yeah, of course,
trying to make my team win.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell us, Coach Murphy, over the last several years, where have you been? Where have you coached at? Can you get a little bit of a background? If you don't mind?
This is my 4th year here at Noble.
Excellent.
And I've been coaching for about 15 years now, and I started out at Purcell High School, and then
Home of the Dragons.
Yes, Home of the Dragons, and we was there about 4 years, and then I ended up going to junior college up in Northern.
Okay.
Up in Enid.
Oh, okay, in the Enid area.
In the Enid area. I stayed there for about a year, and then I kind of didn't travel around. And I took another job up in Kansas. But when I took this job, it was to make the program. My job is I'm trying to make the program back to where it needs to be. I think Noble program needs to be one of the competitive teams, and it's a process for us.
Right.
So we got a bunch of young kids, and a lot of them don't play travel ball where they get to play all the time. But for me, it's a challenge. It was a challenge, and I wanted to accept the challenge to make this a program that we can represent the state of Noble.
The city of Noble, the town of Noble, and we deserve it. It's obviously a building town, and it's really things are really changing. So Bailey, how many seniors do you play with?
With me, we have 4 seniors.
I gotcha. So you've been playing every single year since.
Yes,
all the way back. I can almost remember you like in middle school ball, even before that.
I've been playing since 6th grade at Noble.
And Bailey's one of our kids that's made all district every year since she said freshman year. And we're looking forward to her trying to make all state this year. And we got a great opportunity for her. She's hitting the ball really well.
Well, that'll be really impressive. We were just talking about the head coach that's over here on the sideline. He married a girl named Jamie Clark. And Jamie Clark was one of the very last 2-time All-State in soccer and in cross country. Maybe you'll be in softball and another sport that you play too. And so who knows? Maybe you're in the next one. So that'd be pretty special, right? Just a trivia question. You know who the only guy was, or the last guy here at Noble who's a 2-time All-Stater?
Maybe Shane Fisher?
It's exactly it. Well, good job. You may have been the only one that knew that. So good job. Shane was like sitting here right here when I asked him that question. He goes, "I think I know who that is." That's funny. So, well, anyway, so how has the season been going for you? As far as your hits and the things that you try to focus on and perform at.
Personally,
yeah.
I definitely think I have improved a lot in hitting since my freshman year, and I'm playing third this year instead of shortstop, which is my normal position because I'm going to college to play third.
Nice.
And I think I'm doing a decent job there.
Would you agree with that?
She's kind of modest.
She is.
She's kind of doing a great job.
Her, actually.
She's actually hitting about a 702, which is in softball. That's pretty good. You can play on any college team hitting that.
Yeah.
So
Bailey, can I ask you really quick? He just brought that up. Are you looking to maybe go to the next level to play sport or?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm actually committed to NSU, Northeastern State University, for softball.
That's awesome. Now, there's a couple of seniors who graduated last year that are there, right?
Yes, but I don't think they played sports.
They don't. Oh, well, okay. So.
I know Anna Domini did, and then Autumn Colgate just transferred there.
Okay. Well, it'd be nice to have a couple of faces
Yeah,
when you get there and stuff like that. You're gonna make plenty of friends.
Yeah,
But
and I do know the 4 commits that are in my class, so
I
I'll
gotcha.
have some friends already. One of them is actually on my competitive softball team right now.
Gotcha.
So I have a bestie already.
Excellent. Coach Murphy, tell us. Now you coach with somebody else.
Oh yeah, I coached with my brothers. When I first took this job, it was an opportunity for me and my 2 brothers, which we're triplets. We're considered the Murphy triplets since we're around the
so
state.
Awesome. I'm
So,
giggling because I already knew that, but that's just so cool, man.
Yeah, it is, and it's a great deal. And we plan to be here forever because we're retired now, and this is what we do.
Nice.
And it's a great deal to be with your brothers and finish up your career here.
Did you guys play sports together growing up?
Oh yeah.
Who's the best athlete?
Oh, we always had a pitcher, catcher, and a hitter in softball. Or we had the front yard play where 2 guys against 1 trying to get through the field to the end zone and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we always say that. That's what's we're still competitive even now because we all 3 go golfing still, and we still fight to see who's going to win.
Oh man,
So.
I can't wait to see that on the golf course.
Yeah.
Hey, we got some fundraisers for the golf team coming up here pretty soon. You got to get with the golf coach.
Oh, yeah.
The Bears, and he's got one coming up. I think it's October the 19th. So you
Okay.
make sure and see if your brothers can play, and we might get you another person to play on your team or whatever. Because I'm sure it's like a 4-man scramble.
Oh yeah, we got Ron's got 2 sons that are pretty good golfers too. So
nice.
they're good golfers, but they still won't give us no strokes, and we're 25 years older than they are. But
If they give the old man a stroke,
yeah, they won't do that.
You'll get them for sure. Well, I thank you guys so much for coming in. Tell us about the upcoming schedule, or was something the Bear fans that are listening right now. They can come out to see.
We're sitting tied at 3rd in our district right now.
Awesome.
And we want to have our fans come out Monday. We play El Reno
this Monday.
Monday, we've got to beat them at least by 1 run, and that'll set us up for the 3rd in the district, and that'll send us good to a good district where we have opportunity to go to state.
So you guys need 1. You got to beat them by 1 run.
We got to beat them by 1 run, yes, sir.
And it's El Reno, which we really have a rivalry against them, don't we, Bailey?
Yes.
Yeah, she's like,
Yeah.
And everything too, right? Yeah.
Our middle school played them, Dave. They got them today, so I hope we can get them.
So, are you a middle school coach too?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I didn't know. Okay. So, very good. So, it's Monday. All right. So, it's
Monday.
going to be here at the Noble Stadium. And then what time?
It starts at 5 o'clock. We'll have the varsity, then the JV.
You guys come out. Support.
Yeah, support us.
Support the softball team.
Big
Bring
game
some
for
money.
us.
Get some concession. Listen to the loudspeakers. I hear you guys are going to get the speakers that are on the press box here.
Yeah, I think
That's what
so.
I hear.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yeah.
But there's some good speakers out there already.
Oh, yeah.
Who does the announcing for you guys out there?
Will, a guy named Will.
Mhm.
He does the
Little League stuff too.
Yeah,
I got you. All right. Well, very good, very good. Well, I'm excited. I hope that you Noble Bear fans are listening right now. You guys make a trip out to Noble Bears softball stadium. Now that is off of McGuire Road, and it's going to be right on the right-hand side, just to the west of Curtis Inge Middle School. And you guys come out there and support the Bears at 5 o'clock. Softball team needs your help, so let's pack the house. So, any themes or anything like that for that game? Any themes or anything? Okay, just
win.
Yeah, win. That's the theme
Win.
of the day right there.
Yes.
I love it. Thank you, Coach Murphy,
All right.
for coming in.
Appreciate it.
Bailey Smith, best of luck to you, not just in softball, but literally.
This is going to be our
NSU
first All-State for me.
Hey,
that's
all
my
right,
goal.
All right, there you go, Coach.
All right.
That's a great goal to have.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Have an awesome night. Hey, we'll be right back here at NobleBears.tv.
time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
It's no secret.
Hello, Noble Bear fans, and welcome back to Noble Stadium. Beautiful evening, Friday night, 2:50 left at halftime. Noble Bears are down on the field warming up. Piedmont Wildcats are down on the floor warming up. Coach, what do you think some of the things that the Noble Bear coaches had to say to the players?
Man, I tell you what, I don't think it was a whole lot. I mean, I think it was pretty solid. I think what the game plan Coach Crawley had in particular with the rotating the down linemen in. I just think they probably just said, just kind of stay after what we're doing. We have to protect the ball, of course, and just stay after it, man, because they played really solid. Great defensively. With the offense that these kids run, Piedmont, it's hard to defend that. So give credit to our kids, man.
Yeah, and I think the Piedmont coaches on the other side,
Man, I mean, they've got the benefit of a couple of plays, whether it was the fumble that was supposed to be by Brandon. There was, just several other of the calls. I won't, just name every single one, but they got probably pretty fortunate that the score's 28-21 versus 35-14, because I thought that was the way it was going to go. Brandon doesn't fumble the ball at the 10-yard line. We're talking about a 35-14 ball game.
Absolutely. And unfortunately, it did go to them. First play goes the distance, but you're right. It could have been big time uphill battle, but you know what? They closed the gap. Give them credit. 7-point lead now. They will get the ball second half, but I just think you just got to stay with it. You just keep going offensively. We've had a lot of success tonight, so this has been really good, man.
Yeah, maybe we've got our sideline reporter down on the field, James. You got any insight way you see these guys warming up here in the second half before they get down on the field?
They just need to come out and then defense, because obviously if we don't get a stop, that's going to change the game a whole lot.
Yeah, that momentum will kind of start to shift. You're right. So, a 3-and-out is going to be – that would be huge. It would be obviously great, but 3-and-outs against this team, I just don't know how many teams are going to do that all year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just such a hard offense to defend,
to
man.
Stop. Yeah, 3 down. So – well, James, what about the kind of the spirits and the way that these guys are, acting down on the sideline? They seem motivated to play a second half?
They obviously, yes, they do seem motivated to play a second half. Coach George's out there coaching them up right now. They want a good kick here and switch over to defense and get a good stop here, and we'll see what happens.
Absolutely. Coach, I like the way we're kicking the ball tonight and the field position we're having, but this kick that we're able to produce and them calling a fair catch at the 30 and 32-yard lines, pretty nice for them to start down on that end, right?
Yes, it is. It's obviously much better than what we dealt with last week, as I've been saying all night. But no, Chase Weimer is our kicker tonight, number 13. He's done a tremendous job of, placing that in the perfect spot, because, it allows these 6 kids closest to us to get down the field and, wrap that kid up.
Right.
So great job by Chase Weimer.
Well, they've got to be expecting it, and that was, again, looks like number 6 is the one that's receiving that ball every time for the Wildcats, and that's Caleb Bird, a senior wide receiver. And he's the one that's catching it. He's sitting there at the 30-yard line. And it looks like that's exactly where we're aiming to kick the ball at once more. So maybe see if they game plan for this. Here we go.
There it is.
Third quarter, about to kick off. Ball straight up in the air. It's a big kick up in the middle. It didn't hit the ground.
Oh, that's golly! I thought he didn't touch it. So kind of an unfortunate break there for the Bears. They will get the ball about the 5 yards from where it went out of bounds. Correct. So right about the 40, I believe. But
man, if he could have just caught that
no
ball
doubt.
in the air, that would have been nice. But yeah, so that's exactly set up exactly the way that they wanted to. Coach walks over there, looks right at his kicker, and says, "Nice job." Gives Chase a nice high five. He just did everything he needed to do in order to make that play happen. Unfortunately, it just didn't work out for the Bears. So,
hey, a quick shout out here. This is sweet. I just got a
yeah.
text from Chad Williams. He's watching from Cancun, Mexico right now.
Cancun,
So
in the
shout
house.
out to Chad Williams and
my
Danielle
goodness.
Williams. I know they're having a good time down there.
Mai
but,
Tai. Have
yeah,
one for me,
Mai Tai.
please.
Dos cervezas por favor right down there. You bet, man. So Chad Williams, Danielle Williams have been great supporters of our program. So I hope you guys are having a good time down there.
Yeah.
Stay safe.
Man, catch a tan for me. A little sunburn,
Yeah,
too.
no doubt.
So, oh, my goodness. I'm jealous right now. I'm really
No doubt.
thinking about that. I'm like, oh, man, I'd love to go to Cancun. All right, so here we go. Piedmont Wildcats stop. They look over there at their coach. The can you find out who the who the offensive coordinator is? Here he is, Aaron Dillard. Aaron Dillard is the OC for this
Forward progress,
offense.
guys. Yeah, Aaron Dillard. Again, it's just tough to defend. You know, just so many misdirection plays, and they do a good job of holding on to the football. That's the other thing I've kind of noticed.
They're-
Once they get to that point of contact, they really wrap up with both arms, and we're having a hard time. I don't know if a lot of our kids are trying to strip it out of there, but man, great job on their tailbacks.
Yeah, they hold on to it and they don't fumble. That's just obviously their key is hold on to that ball momentum, hold on to it, wind that clock, kill it. That's why the game goes so fast. I mean, we're probably although we started late, we're probably one of the
Brandon right there.
Yeah, probably one of the first games to end up finishing. But the running back for that is number 10, Cannon Wood, sophomore. So I haven't called his name very many times either, Coach.
Man, but he's the times he has ran the ball, he has been a bruiser in there. Like I said, he's just sophomore. He's a good-looking sophomore, man. 6'2", 210. So with him, Wood, with Wood, Robles, and then the quarterback, man, they got some kids that can really go.
Well, they'll need to because
and England. How can I forget England?
Oh yeah, my gosh, he's
That
been
kid's been
Mr. all over the place. Yeah, he's been everywhere. But yeah, they've got a future bright. Now they're going to need it because this is it. Oh, he's right up the middle, big giant hole.
Got a flag down though.
Flag down. Yeah, that's coming back, guys. That's coming back. I think we got a hold on Piedmont here. So, man, I mean, but he's untouched, guys. Now, that could be a result of the hold. I assume that's what it is. But, gosh, he was just up the middle, nothing to that. Cannon Wood just takes that off the left side and goes to the house.
And it just expanded so
another
much.
chop block.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
That is literally going to get
And that may
that's
be a
gonna get
result.
somebody hurt.
Yeah,
man,
absolutely. It may be a result of them just not having a lot of reps yet. Like I said, they obviously do this in practice all the time, but actual game speed type plays.
Well, and I bet you that white hat threw it. He's the one that's looking right at that line. Yep. And he calls chop block,
Man,
and that was going to.
Okay, we got to stiffen up here, guys. We've got to lock that down. It looks like we have Colton Hester, Caden Dominy, and then Bryson Crawley are our backers right now. So, back to that 5-3 defense. So,
they're going to.
Yeah, you got Mason Crawford in there as well. So, he's on the right side. Him and Tavian are key to this. They're going to have to create some disruption in there.
Ooh, we got him. They saw one of our cornerbacks creeping. Which I don't even know if Crawley's our cornerback.
Crawley.
He was creeping.
Woo. What do we got here? We got a delay? Nope, not a delay.
I don't know what's going on. Number one is that chop block, that call, and then they ran that play. It's got to be a loss of down on that. That's the beginning part of it.
Okay.
Okay, Coach?
Okay. So
and then they still haven't changed it, and they keep on pumping their hands like start the clock, start the play clock, let's go. But I do not know what's going on. Let's get a handle on this one.
Yeah, the confusion, like you said, the last time this happened, they were down behind the down. But they'll get it figured out here.
Okay.
And,
10 seconds left on the play clock.
Here we go.
Looks like a misdirection right up the middle,
Nice.
and Austin Tiener's right there along with.
Nice job right there. Attaboy.
Whoa. A little extra something there.
Yeah.
But all right, there we go.
AV, baby. Adrian Villanueva coming in.
His whole 155 pounds comes in and just lays the wood to that kid.
We got Dr. Dre in now. So that a boy.
I hadn't heard his name all night. We need to definitely get him in the game. So maybe he was just waiting to pour it on him here.
Yeah, get some fresh legs in there. Here we go.
Oh, that's got to be offsides, right? Yeah, there comes the flag. But they didn't stop the play. Let's see what the line judge says. So then it's getting a little sloppy. So we're coming out in the third quarter, and it's just been 1, 2, 3, 4 plays in a row.
There we go.
Something, yeah. Now, it looked like it, and it looked like it was the guard right off of the center there that made that jump.
Yep.
And
just kind of a little bit of a twitch there, kind of more advantage for us here. So this is what we want to see right here, obviously, right? So this is kind of moving back in the wrong direction for the Piedmont Wildcats. Real quick, another shout-out. Justin Windsor. My main man, Justin, is in Eufaula at his fishing cabin right now. So we just have people from all over the state, people south of the border. So this is outstanding. So hello, Justin. I hope you're having a good time.
Catch a big one
Catch
now.
the big bass out there and tell us a story that it was much bigger than what it really was, probably, right? He's a good man. Justin,
yeah, but no, he would never lie now.
No,
I'm telling you.
not.
Hey, I found out the best place for me to go fishing at. You want to know where it's at?
Where's that?
The live stream.
Oh,
get it?
Boom. Very nice.
I've been waiting all night to get that one. You gave me a little fishing story, so I was like, yeah.
Nice.
That's my dad joke of the week. Version 2 next week. Okay.
Very good, very good. I tell you what, the deal with Justin though, he really can catch those big ones.
Oh my gosh.
Him and Jackson, his son Jackson, dude, they love fishing and they're really good at it. So
yeah, they have posted some pictures of some big hogs that are just, man, I'm just so jealous sometimes. But they don't do it in ponds. They catch them in big lakes and stuff. Yeah, that's definitely third down. Now everybody's figured out that was a lost down. Okay, so there you go. Now we're at third down and forever right here.
A big play here, guys.
He smashed it right there. Oh, he's got him right on the outside. He's at the 40.
Nice job right there, guys. I don't know who made that initial push right there. Did you see who that was?
Dude, I did not, Coach.
James,
but
did you see who that was?
He came in there hard. James.
No, everybody got in the way down here on the side.
Okay, no problem.
I mean, he couldn't even get the mesh, and that defender was right there. I'm not sure. It had to have been.
Yes, that was outstanding.
Was it Tiener? Or was it Tavian? Tavian's right in the center.
It could have been Tavian, or Tiener was down here closest to us, so that makes more sense for him to be the guy. But he slowed that down, and I know AV was in the area as well. So nice stand right there. Coming out second half. We will get the ball back here. And here comes AV creeping up here on the line.
Careful now. Let's just stay put. Let's stay put. Let's let them have a kick. Let them kick it off here. Oh, the ball's on the ground. There's a rush on. Oh. And he punts it off, and great job by holding up, not doing too much.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Would have had anybody else there, it'd have been nice. That was good.
Yeah, good job. It's nice that the kids are understanding the importance of boneheaded plays, right? You can't have a personal foul or something to extend a play. Like I said, 4th and 20, you can't have a personal foul to extend them to a first down. So.
Well, again, let's keep on with these shout-outs. We've got Crystal Dickerson that's watching in Snohomish.
Okay, very good.
Snohomish, Washington. So,
nice.
And then, of course, Scotty Harper, who's normally always with us, but had to work, and unfortunately, but I know he's tuned in and watching us live. He's chimed in a couple of times telling me some plays that are about to happen. So I was Colin Fisher rolls to the left.
Good shot.
Trevor Wardrop on a nice little out pattern. Brings it down to about the 46-yard line.
Boy, I tell you what, if that ball is thrown in the right spot and we get the ball right at the sideline, that's almost untouchable. Because, Colin's moving to his left. Great route by Wardrop right on the sideline. That's just the only person that can catch that's Trevor. So.
Oh, yeah. There was no – yeah. The D-back, if he would have been right there, there's nothing he could have done. He was, draped on Trevor's back. And Colin Thomas – rolls over to the
Run,
right. Colin Fisher looks to run to the right. Nice run. That's going to pick up at least 10 yards, maybe 11. That's going to be a Noble Bear. First down.
All right, very good. Just nothing there. I think it was an initial pass pattern, but nothing was there, so Colin just tuck it and ran. And or do you think that was a design run?
Coach, I think that he had that option. I mean, if they come up on him,
yeah.
now he's going to pass it over there to CT, who's wide open on the outside, but do not let the ball out of your hands if you've got a wide open 10, 11 yards.
Yeah,
He didn't even get touched until he was at the 10-yard line.
Yeah,
okay?
You're right.
Yeah.
So, that's the great decision, man. That's good. So we just got to keep this rolling here.
Here goes Brandon Harper, wide open on the outside left. Looks like he's going to get a good block right there by number 23, Colin Thomas. He makes a spin move and steps out of bounds right at the 32-yard line.
Great job there. Just Brandon coming in motion, just a little flip to Brandon and let him go get some. Great job, Colin Thomas, on the downfield block there. So that was outstanding.
Yeah, we had.
Go ahead.
Sorry about that, James. Go ahead.
We had Austin Teener up there, and then that blocked by Colin Thomas.
Yeah, Thomas kind of leading the way downfield. That was a nice block.
Yeah, Austin Teener's just steadily impresses. Colin Thomas looks to make a move right down the middle.
Great job right there.
Brings it all the way to the 25-yard line. 26, 25,
Absolutely.
24.
So, sorry about that. Braden McDonald and Austin Teener, nice gap on the left side of the hole here, left side of the line, created a nice hole for Colin Thomas. And he's able to get 8 on that first down carry. So tremendous play there. Nice drive we have going. We got to keep this moving forward here.
James, I didn't like that snap. Did you see it?
I did not see that snap.
It was low.
He's had a few that have been low. He needs to get them up just a little bit.
Yeah, that one looked like Fish actually picked it up off the turf on that last one. So able to make such a good play out of it when it started off. Didn't start off so good.
I can't see if he has his towel on him, but usually he needs that towel to keep that sweat off. Yeah, he's got his towel back there.
On his back. And I know, some of those defensive linemen can kind of cause that center to kind of, have second thoughts every now and then when they kind of start, stunting and moving around.
Look at that linebacker creeping up right over the top of him. Colin Fisher looks to run to the right. He's picking up several yards, gets all the way down to about the 6-yard line, looks like is where they're going to spot him at.
Okay, very good. If they're going to give that to him, just go, baby. I mean, that's outstanding. If it is there, take that and go. It's going to loosen up those cornerbacks, loosen up the linebackers. So great job, Colin, here. Just tuck it and run.
Go ahead.
I was going to say I'm looking for Colin Thomas here to get the ball. Well, no, they gave us a first down. First and
Awesome.
go.
Very good, very good.
What do you like here, James? Come on, give it to us, man.
Go.
What do you think, man? Come on. Hurry up.
I like the Thomas call. We're going.
Well, he's going to be out there. He's going to be on the block.
On the left side. He's at the 5. He's in.
And he's in there.
Number 1 for 6 more points.
There we
go.
go.
Noble Bears.
Again, so the jet sweep, just a little quick toss to Brandon Harper, and he had a convoy there with blocker with Colin Thomas out front, and boom, he's able to make a move back to his right across the goal line. And that is a tremendous drive for the Bears there. Put it back 2 scores.
And it wasn't just pass only. I mean, there was a lot of runs in that drive that just stuffed it right in their face right on that one. That was perfect.
That was a great job there.
Yeah,
So a good snap.
liking what we're seeing out of Fisher. Just get that run. Like you said, if they're going to give it to us, take it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So that's tremendous.
Number 13, Chase Weimer with his with extra point again. Number 5 in a row.
Yeah,
Let's give it up to Chase Weimer, number
it.
13 for that. Excellent series. I love the way that the offense came out and said, we're going to take it right to you. And we don't have to pass it all the time. We can run it right in your face on this one. And they ran some inside, and they ran some outside,
and there's been tremendous holes on these plays. So just a great offensive effort, good game plan. Once again, just back to the coaching staff that we have, the innovation they have to implement these plays. And, you got to give credit to the kids to be able to plug these things in and get after it. So real quick, we'll go back to a Crimson Electric.
Okay.
Scoring recap. Okay. It was 7 plays.
Okay.
Went 70 yards and capped off by a little Brandon Harper around the left edge for the touchdown.
Man.
So 70 yards and 7 plays.
So we started right back here.
Yep.
Now, there was a great play that happened and ended up right. I cannot remember what happened there when the big play of that whole series.
Oh, I think it was a pass, I believe, wasn't it? Was a pass out to the edge?
Out to the edge, yeah. Yep. Okay, all right. Well, hey, just excellent drive. I think that one was that's a statement.
Oh, man, no doubt.
Statement drive.
No doubt. This is I mean, these
oh,
kids,
this one's up to Bird. He's looking
no,
down.
He fair caught
Oh.
that. Very good. Yeah, that's a tremendous kick, man. That is how big kicking game can be for you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's eliminating their running game at all on the kickoff return. It's just not even there right now. So give it up to Chase Weimer, man, for really putting him in a bad spot.
Hey, you know what? Right now on Facebook at noblebears.tv, Facebook, noblebears.tv, there's a place where you can log in there and vote for the player of the game. That'd be the Scott Womack. Reynolds Ford, player of the game, will be announced at the end of this game, win or lose. Thinking about that, who are you going to pick? Who are you going to select? So you can go right now to Facebook and you can start chiming in on who you think should. And
awesome.
I'm going to pass that on to Womack, who's right to my left here, and so he can see that. They handle the stats and all the stats of the game, so they know who's had the most tackles, who's had the most rushing yards,
That's
who's
awesome.
that sort of thing.
Dude.
So why don't you guys log in and be thinking about letting us know who you think is going to be the player of the game.
Very good. Real quick, a few more shout-outs. I know we've been doing that all night.
No, this is what it's all
so
about.
we have an upset Longhorn fan. Him and Justin Windsor are buddies. And, I called Justin my main man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my second main man, Jared Matlock.
I knew it.
We want to say hi to Jared Matlock and Stacy and the girls. So if they're all watching, thank you for watching. And go Sooners, Boomer Sooner.
Boomer
Jared.
Sooner.
Then my Uncle Rando down in Anton, Texas is chiming in. So he's watching, and he always watches the game. So
we're at in Texas.
Anton, Texas, about 30 miles west of Lubbock.
I got a picture. Somebody sent a picture to us that they were sitting by the pool in Waxahachie, Texas, and they were around a hot tub and a pool, and I was like, oh, my goodness, look at this. And they were watching Noble Bears.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay.
.tv, and I was like, oh, man, look at us. We're just
got it.
Oh, I thought he was going to stuff
Wood,
him up right there in the middle, but there he goes, rolls up and gets about 8 or 9 yards.
Okay, that's fine. If we can just that's a little bit too much on first down, but as you can see, Cannon Wood really protecting that football when he gets to the point of contact there. So
it looks like
that was not Cannon Wood. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Number 15, Coach
Cole Riggs. Okay, it's a senior.
Okay.
They had him in there running the ball, so he kind of got banged up just a little bit. But nice gain.
Yeah, it was a good gain. Good
nice
run.
gain.
It should keep the clock ticking, but then they stopped it.
Did they? It looks like the kids were running off like they call a timeout, but they did not.
Let's go clock.
Yeah, there he goes. He's winding it now.
There we go. All right, 7:27 left in the third quarter for you folks at home. Piedmont Wildcats are down by 14 points against the Noble Bears. There's 56 points on the board right now, and
boom, right there.
The Bears are up, and this is not what the Piedmont Wildcats need. I don't know if you've heard this at the beginning of the game, some of you guys that are tuned in right now, but the Piedmont Wildcats are not good about chasing the points.
Yep.
That's the way I keep saying it, chasing the points. When you're 14 points down or 21 points down, this is the kind of team that has an offense that can't come back with long bombs and long passes. They rely on their running game, and if you can make a couple of tackles, then you can keep them at bay, and they just can't. They just don't seem to throw the ball. I have never seen a good throw from these teams, and we've played them 4 years in a row now during this offense, and I've never seen a good pass come out of them. So.
And gosh, I don't know, because they're so good at what they do running the ball.
Right.
I mean, just kind of, man, they just don't necessarily have to do that. But no, you're right. It's hard to chase those points, and kind of puts them behind the 8 ball just a little bit. But as we've seen all night, they can break one. For 55 at any moment, right?
Quick like in a hurry,
So,
right?
I mean, the Robles kid, he's been fantastic tonight. The Cannon Wood's been great. So they got kids that can really get into it. England's another kid that's done nice. So little toss sweep. Great job there. Great job. That looks like Jackson Smith, and then who was up top there? Was that Logan?
Yeah, you caught number 51, Jackson Smith, but it looks like there was a host of Bears to include Domini. Number 7, Domini, on the outside edge, too.
Looks like Max Savageau was in there.
Very good.
Yeah, anytime there's a pile on defense, Max is probably going to be around it or on top of it or at the bottom of it. The kid's just a gamer.
Coach Crawley has that smaller front end there. That's faster front.
A little quicker.
Gotcha.
Oh, we got a pass. There he goes.
He's open down the middle. Oh, Brandon Harper goes right through his fingertips.
job.
He saw it the whole way, but I think he also saw the offensive player about to smash him, too.
Yeah,
He's back there right now. If you got a camera on him, he's back there going, I had that one. That was my ball all day.
Great job by Wardrop, too, just to go with the kid. He didn't fall asleep. Just kind of went with the kid, and there you go. There's the 1 or 2 passes that we might see in the second half.
There you go.
Another big third down here. 3rd and long.
3rd and really long, 9 yards to go, and we've already stopped them once in the second half, so them punting again and giving the ball right back to the fast-paced Noble Bears is not going to be a good thing if they have to end up punting the ball. They pitch to the outside. Trey Hill looks to make a play on the outside. 51 is right there for the Noble Bears, along with another host of Bears, and they are short of the first down by about, looks like, a full yard, 1 full yard.
I know our coaching staff did not like what they did not get called down here. Brandon Harper was getting held big time right there. He could not get loose for that block and was able to extend number 21, get close to the first down. That is Tyson Benford. Pushes them to 4th and 1 here.
Yeah, Brandon just looked at his coaches and pulled his jersey down and said, yeah, that was me that was getting held, so come on. Yeah, we got to stand up and shout. You definitely know these Bear fans are – what do you think down there, Coach? I didn't even go outside to see how many thousands of people are here, but there's a bunch, right?
There is. Watch the ball here.
There's a bunch out here, and we got all the sides full, too.
Yeah, on both sides. Well, that's good, James.
Yeah, that was good. Just that, that's going to be tough right there with the offense they run with the Cannon Wood kid just up the middle. I mean, that's going to be tough to defend with 1 yard to get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, just give them credit. They had a nice push up front, and just let Cannon Wood go get that first down for them.
5 minutes in the 3rd quarter left. Again, the Noble Bears are up by 14 against the Piedmont Wildcats. This is NobleBears.tv. Number 14 is your quarterback for the Piedmont Wildcats, Mars. Looks to hand off to the left. Number 27, who's had several big gains tonight, and Coach was just talking about Robles.
Yep,
Robles
there he is.
Number 27.
Yep, just to give up the middle to Robles, Isaiah Robles, and Dre Hill in there on that tackle, as well as Mason Crawford, I believe, was the initial contact. And again, you just got to wrap these kids up, man. They have strong legs, and they keep them legs churning. So really wrap up, get them low, and bring them down. But, again, another nice first down play for Piedmont. So we need to kind of tighten this up. Boom, right there.
That
Look
was
at
a one-on-one tackle. Jackson Stewart says no.
I'm sorry, Matt. That was Mason Crawford made that play.
Mason
Great
Crawford
play,
come back
Mason.
in. There you go.
Outstanding.
That was a one-on-one smash-mouth football right there.
Man, great play. Nice job of splitting the tackle and the guard there and making contact in the backfield. So, tremendous play, Mason Crawford.
That brings up 3rd and 3.
Yeah.
And the Noble Bears make a jump that is definitely offsides or encroachment the Noble Bears.
Got to give them a first down.
Yep.
And, sometimes the two-way, going 2 ways, you're kind of wore out a little bit as the game goes on. But, just got to watch the ball, especially Tavian, right on top of it.
You guys can tell watching the game whenever these slot backs, they start to go in motion. It looks like if you've got your peripheral vision going, like one guy's moving really fast, you're thinking, okay, I got to jump right now because, it's the first one to the point of impact. And sometimes that's what wins the battle. And instead of the line just shooting off and firing off and hitting you, you're there first, and that's what they're trying to do. But that's the outside edge. It looks like Luke Conley's right there, along with a couple other Bears.
It's too much, man.
Yep.
That's just they just do a nice job of getting the kid in motion, and then their line does a tremendous job of flowing where the play is going, and they create a nice little wall there. And he just gets on behind it, churns them legs, and he's able to get 6 on that carry.
This is I'm
going to be interested to see what their. I'm sorry to cut you off. What their average is per play on the run. I'd like to kind of know what that is. But, I mean, because it's got to be pretty stout.
Well, we got our statisticians right to the left. Let's see if we can
maybe
put the pressure on them.
Yeah,
you're live on TV now. What was that again?
Yeah, exactly. Oh boy, we got a ball down.
It's like we got the ball.
We got a ball down. Did they give it to us?
Let's see.
Hold on. I don't see nothing yet. Hold on. I don't see a thing yet.
I don't see the refs calling
I don't see a ref.
There it is.
Right there. Right at the 25-yard line. Go. That's the turnover we need right there. That's a little bit of payback for the first half. And now the Noble Bears, after the Piedmont Wildcats held the ball for almost 6.5 minutes,
that is
Coach,
tremendous right
we
there.
get the ball back at the 25-yard line.
Again, it's just great job of the defense. Coach Crawley just getting these kids ready to go to play against this offense. Great job to the defense here, boys. It's been outstanding.
Say, our offense looks poised, but fired up. They're ready to go after that.
Well, you know, Colin Fisher is. He's been sitting
let's go! Let's go!
Brandon
We got
Harper
the
at the
sideline.
30. He's at the 40. See if we can catch this one at the 40, at the 30.
You call missing persons. He is gone. That a baby right there. And so just a swing pass, one play, and it goes the distance. Brandon Harper. Oh my goodness, the kid is on fire. Just throw it out to him, let him go. Great play. Good call by Coach Davidson, and that is putting the pressure on the Wildcats right now, baby.
That is fire. 41-21, 20-point lead. 2 minutes, 28 seconds left in the third quarter.
Man, that was freaking fantastic right there. So while Chase Weimer's getting ready to push this through, we'll go ahead and get a Nathan's Automotive scoring recap. This is pretty simple. One play, 75 yards.
Woo,
Brandon Harper
good.
takes it to the house. So tremendous play. Hey, how was the excitement on the sidelines, James?
James.
Was the kids going crazy on that
They're
play?
fired up.
Yeah, I bet, man. Yeah. That band, they have been fired up all game. And then the student section, all dressed in that gear that they've got on, the workman's gear. It sounds loud down there, James.
She's supposed to.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So tremendous play there. Get your play like that. That's deserving. Get your snacks ready and your cookies. And speaking of cookies, I'm going to give a shout out to Tara Carson, Sweet Canae's Bakery.
Now, I am so tired of hearing about this cookie thing. You guys never share with me, Jack, or Shane.
They're really good, man.
Oh, you're saying I don't need one?
Well, no. Trust me. It's you probably don't, but I mean, hey, it's I do. Yeah, but the really good cook. She makes baked goods, cakes, cookies. It's outstanding. So Sweet Canae's. I think she has a deal on Facebook. So look her up, place an order. And
I'll say it one more time. What's the
Sweet Canae's?
How do you spell it?
Canay. That's her middle name.
Oh, okay.
Tara Canae Carson. So she works with us, and she's been with us for a long time, and she's a really good cook.
Hey,
so.
I'm just letting you know, Tara, if you want a better commercial than that, you got to give me at least a cookie or something.
Yeah,
I'm going to give you one.
Actually,
watch this one. Oh, it's almost a great play. 17 on the Bears. Robert Bear said, hey, if I jump up and tip this one in, I can make a play for the Bears, and he tried hard on that one.
Man, it was wild because in the air he was able to elude the guy that was right in front of him, too. How about that? That was a tremendous play.
He kind of jumped around him, jumped up in the air, hit it with his left hand, and the ball, instead of going back in, it went out of bounds.
Yes.
But hopefully you guys at home could have seen that one. That's right underneath the camera. So did you know, Jack, if they got a view of the ball they did? He's shaking his head. Yes.
Very nice. Okay, good. All right, let's go, baby. Defense right here. Just keep it rolling. And, man, I tell you, a big boost that we've had on the defensive front is Mason Crawford. The kid has played his tail off tonight. He has got in the backfield. Him and Max Savageau have done a tremendous job of kind of holding their ground and keeping it steady. And just, Matt, as you said to your point, chasing points right now, man.
Yeah.
They are chasing some points, 3 scores down. So they're, at some point they're going to have to maybe start flinging it downfield at some,
And that just plays right into our hand, Coach. It really does. If that happens, I mean, our DBs are chomping at the bit. Like that quarterback throwing the ball, you're looking for that. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. We'll take that all day. Yeah, we'll take that all day long. Just chew this clock up.
Yeah, we don't want them to have a fast drive, but that drive that they had last time, it's taken way too long for the Wildcats.
Yeah, and that's, again, if we can see Cannon Woods coming out, and so now you got Robles back in there. So you still got a lot of solid skill guys for Piedmont right now.
Quarterback Mars turns, looks to the left, looks at the play call coming in from the offensive coordinator, Aaron Dillard.
Okay.
Looks to run to the left.
Great.
Fake the handoff.
No,
quarterback Mars
job,
wrapped
Lucas.
up several times. Lucas slowed him up, and then the rest of the Bears came up and finished him.
Man.
He did break through his tackle, and I know that doesn't make Lucas very happy.
Well, hey, you're right. He'll kind of look at that one on the tape, and he's kind of just, I think he's cramping up maybe. Yeah, but you got Joshua Mars. He is not a small man. He's 5'10". He's a sophomore, 5'10", 190. So the kid is there.
Yeah.
He's put together well. He runs well. So he's going to be hard to bring down.
We got somebody that had to come out, but then they had to switch a few kids around, and everybody's like, okay, here we go.
We had Bryson Crawley that had to come out, and they switched Hester in, I believe.
Okay, Colton Hester, 43, is in the ballgame. He's on the outside linebacker. Jackson Stewart is in the middle.
Looks like the handoff's right up the middle, and it's just stuffed.
I think
Maybe a
they're
1
just
yard
short.
gain.
Yeah, they're just short of this. Here he comes back into the ball. It's going to be 4th down, guys.
Yeah, Wildcats have a big decision here.
Now,
Looks like they're going to get one play off
Yeah,
here,
this
and
is
then
big.
it'll go into the 4th quarter. Here we go. We got somebody else coming off. Well, okay. Crawley came. Yeah.
Yeah, Crawley went back in, and Hester comes out.
Comes out. Okay, number 43 comes out. Now this is 4th and 1.
Yep.
30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
It's got to be Robles. Oh, just quarterback
Mars,
sneak.
just
Yeah.
quarterback
yeah.
sneak
Yeah,
right
you're
up
right.
the
Good
middle.
call. Good call. Mars right there.
And it's never good when you see Tavian Givens going about 20 yards downfield.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Stop.
Yes. Yeah, that is correct. So.
Oh, man.
Real quick, I'm going to give a quick scoring update. Just one game of interest for me is that Bishop McGinnis and Dell City tied up 21-all. So again, Midwest City, or excuse me, McGinnis, they just kind of reload. They bring those kids in all the time. So and that'll bring us to the 4th quarter, baby.
And
4th quarter right here. Let's go.
Man, 4th
Tremendous.
quarter.
So what they did in that 2nd quarter, Piedmont, to not allow a point in the 3rd quarter, we just got to give it up to the defense right there. What do you think?
Absolutely. Well game planned all week long. Coach Crawley may be the MVP of the game. Man. Hey, and speaking of MVP of the game, please go to noblebears.tv on Facebook and vote for, if you would, right now, your Noble Bears MVP of the game. I know we got a full quarter to go, but you've seen a lot of action here. Go there, give us a vote, who you think it should be, and we'll be sure and pass that on to Scott Womack. Now, doesn't matter really what you say.
Yeah,
I'm being honest. I've said it several times to people I thought that should, and then he picked somebody
no,
else,
absolutely.
But
well, and that's good news, right? I mean, there's multiple kids that are really playing well. So that's tremendous effort. And, there's a couple of candidates that stick out in my mind, Brandon Harper being one of them. I mean, he's had a heck of a game. Colin Fisher's played really well tonight.
Oh, he has. I wonder how many yards Colin has thrown
man.
for. When you think about these swing passes
that
turn in, 15-yarders that turn into 75, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So, it's going to be a good guess here.
Yeah. Well, I see that we had several people that have logged on and that have looked at the noblebears.tv. Miss Maxie, she's out of town, out of state, as a matter of fact.
They moved up there, Colorado. Yeah.
Lori Sandins logged in. Looks like Maria Martinez. I'm surprised they're not here right
Hi,
now.
Lori. I hadn't seen Lori in a while. She used to be my neighbor. So
mine too.
Yeah, she was always.
My gosh, she had the best little girls that could babysit like you wouldn't believe. Oh my gosh, yeah, they were the best, man.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, there's a run right up the middle.
Yeah, I mean,
a host of Bears there, and let that clock tick, 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 tick.
Man, if you just watch what they do, the Robles kid, or whoever is the backfield, the tailback, fires out of the stance, gets that football, and by the time he gets to the line of scrimmage, he's full speed, man.
Yeah.
He's just able to bull rush for the 4 or 5 yards every time. So that is, it's really effective. Okay, good. Just good discipline on the line there.
That clock keeps on ticking.
Yeah.
We're like 11 minutes and 26 seconds. I just don't see urgency on the other end. I mean, this is the part of their game where they know that if they're down, that they just, boom, right there. Good play again, man. Just right there. That is Jackson Stewart and Max Savageau, man. Just
great job.
laid the wood on him right there.
Absolutely. Just way to get your head up in there. Jackson Stewart, that was one of the kids I mentioned early in the keys to the game, or one of the kids to watch. A sophomore linebacker moving forward for us is giving us a tremendous boost here.
Coming in at this youth and this young age, he's going to have some
Man,
great
and
reps ahead of him.
He passes the eye test, too. Man.
Yeah, because he's tall, and he definitely just packs on another 10, 15 more pounds over the next 2 years. Come on now.
Okay,
there we go.
There
We're getting him down. Brandon Harper with the tackle on the outside. There's 10 minutes and 30 seconds left. They've already chewed up a couple of minutes.
Yeah. And again, at this point, and what I love about Kyle Davidson, the offensive coordinator, he never lets up on that gas, man. If we have chances to score, we're going to go score. And so just keep that pressure on them. You just got to protect that football the best you can.
I can see it in him down here. He's ready to go. He's ready to get back on offense.
Sure, yeah. After you've already put 42 points up on the board, I'm sure he's like chomping at the bits.
Hey, James, was Crawley just some cramping? Is that what's going on down there with Crawley?
Well, he was holding his foot or kind of limping on his foot when he came out. But
Okay. But he went back in that second play.
Yeah,
but,
he went back in.
Okay. So just hopefully just some cramp in there because he kind of, running off the field kind of like that cramping. Sometimes that cramping motion, you know how that is. It's your leg is solid and you can't move.
He's looking good now. He's out there and going strong. So
with 9 minutes and 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter, they just let another minute just slide on by. 3 touchdowns down.
And that's how they beat Carl Albert that one year. They slowed things down and were able to hold them defensively.
There's a pitch to the outside of number 22, and of course we've said that name a few times.
Yeah, I about said Case in England. He actually wanted me to say a little something about my Cubs he was making fun of.
Oh, no.
I don't appreciate that, Case.
Yeah, man. You can't be chiming in with that.
Yeah, Case at the house watching the ball game. So
very good, Case in England.
But that was Jacob England. I don't think there's any relation there. So he's played a really good game tonight.
Oh, I tell you, if I was over on the Piedmont side, that would definitely be my player of the game.
Yeah. He's
first half. I didn't think there was anybody else out there playing. He made every play. Played defensive plays, long run.
Yep.
Yeah, he did special teams too. So
this is going to be hard right here. Just boom right with the middle. I think he's in.
Official runs in. Side judge runs in. Both of them run in. They haven't thrown anything up, and the clock is still ticking. And then they throw the hands up with 9 minutes, 18 seconds left.
Okay, hey, that's to be expected, guys. That with this offense and as well as they can, run it, chew up that clock, and then they get those big chunk plays, man. The 15 here, but then it's 5, 6, 7, and then 12. It's just hard to defend.
Right. Well, it's a lot of bending right now, but not breaking.
Yeah.
And let's just keep the offense and see if we can cover up those 7 points that we just gave up, and everything will be all right. Stay 21 points ahead of them.
That's right. And, get that.
Oh, both kickers have been amazing. I thought we actually had a chance on that one, though.
Well, he's been close a few times, Luke has.
Yeah, he gets in there for sure.
We're going to have to really watch the onside kick, some crazy things like this. So we're going to have to kind of buckle up on the kick return here.
Well, this by far is not finished.
Yeah.
This by far is not finished. We're only 14 points up now, and this is definitely still a ball game. If one mistake happens by the Bears, I'm not going to say that. I better just not even say anything about that.
Yeah, we just keep doing what we're doing. Just run our plays, be solid, give us a good time to throw the ball, stay solid on the front line, and we'll be fine. It would be nice to, chew 4, 5, 6 minutes off this clock here, but the odds are that is not what's going to happen.
That's not Davison's MO.
So we just, just protect the football. And like you said, man, this thing is far from over right now. And it looks like they may have our hands team in right here because they're anticipating an onside kick of some kind. You do have Wardrop back, but as you can see, we got Domini, some of our kids that have good hands. They call it the hands team on a onside kick here.
Yeah, and he's definitely coming towards the Piedmont bench.
Yes.
And this is totally different than the way he's kicked. Totally different direction. You know that it's going to be rather an onside.
Domini's like trying to get a little advantage there, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's got to stay right at the 50. Can't cross that line. But the ball's got to cross that 50 also. So you got to watch that ball. Here it goes. This is the most important.
Okay.
All the ball's kicked
just
straight up, and he says, fair catch, and he catches the ball. There you go.
Okay.
That was not what I expected to happen. Did you expect that?
No, I did not. I kind of thought they were, but it's still 9 minutes, only 14 down, so you don't want to give us tremendous field position if we filled that.
And a little cat and mouse there. He may have been trying to hit that gap. The gap between Trevor and where the back. Maybe that was Brandon over there. If he hits that gap, the ball lands on the ground, bounces or whatever. He ends up booting it right to Trevor, who's got great hands anyway, and so he's going to catch that one. Let's go score on this one, and then we can put this bad boy to bed, I think.
Yeah, let's just kind of keep doing what we're doing here, guys, and just stay. Oh, boy.
Oh, and
just
they're coming hard, Coach. There we go. I think it was a good. I think it was a good snap. I think it just went right through his hands.
Right through his hands, it did. Just kind of went through his hands, but luckily he was able to jump on that. But that is not the start we needed. I mean, the only positive here of that play, the clock is moving. So let's at least take this. I think if we take our time and chew up some of this play clock here, the 25-second clock, that would be good. But here we go. We're back at it.
Brandon Harper goes in motion, hands off to C.T. Thomas, who looks to run up the middle. He's got a big hole at the middle, and he brings it out. Maybe a good 12-yard gain there, almost
Perfect.
back to the original line of scrimmage.
There we go.
Nice run up the middle.
That was a tremendous run up the middle. Just to, Colin Thomas is always deep with Colin in the shotgun. Just a snap to Colin, hands off to Thomas, and picked up a nice gain there.
That is going to bring up third and about 14. Now, they're calling it 12. Is that 12? Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's, man, it does look like 13 to me as well.
It's long 13.
Big
too.
third down, though, man. This would be huge if we can get this first down.
You got to think that Brandon Harper, the kind of game that he's had, is going to be with the ball in his hands at some point in this third quarter here. Colin Fisher looks to run right up the middle, and he's tackled maybe for a yard gain. It just ran into a pile of Wildcats down on the ground and just couldn't get over the top of them there.
And I think 44 did a tremendous job. He kept his eyes open, the nose tackle for Piedmont. He got engaged with Caden Reed, was able to see Colin come at him, and he was able to shuck the offensive lineman and make the tackle. So give that kid some credit. Number 44, that is James McGuire.
This brings in Logan Kirby on 4th and 13. 4th and 13.
There you go. Just letting this play clock go down and snap it at about 2 seconds left.
There's 4, 3. Ball's punted. Looks like a good punt right over the top of it.
There we
and
go.
It's got a nice, noble bounce. Looks like it's going all the way down to about the 27-yard line.
Hey, great punt. Great punt there. Logan Kirby had a nice spiral to it. Got a Noble Bear bounce. And Piedmont will set up shop about the 27, 28-yard line?
Yep, right at the 27.
Okay.
Yeah. Logan Kirby brings a lot to the Noble Bears. Not only does he play, defensive back and cornerback, and he's really taken the spot over where LT would have been at this year.
Yes, that's right.
And those are big shoes to fill. Number one, and then he comes in and he plays wide receiver, and of course, no telling whose position he could have had there, but maybe he would have started this year as well, without anybody being injured. And then on top of that, and then he's on special teams. On the kick return, and now he's our punter. I mean, he just stays on the field. He's an athlete right there.
Versatile athlete that gives us a lot of options there, which is big because, obviously we got to have the more kids that can do more things. It just makes us a better team. So, those kind of specialty things, too, that we just – I'm not saying they don't work on it, but, I don't know if they put as much time into punting as they do running offense or running defense. So
you only have a certain amount of time with them on, each and every day. And I don't know how much time you want to spend on punting, but
that's right.
It's a large part of the game, Coach. I've always been a huge believer in this three sides to a football game. There's offense, there's defense, and then there's special teams. And if you don't win two of those, you're going to probably get beat.
I mean, Chase Weimer, how big of a night has he had?
He's a monster.
I mean, he just the kickoffs, the extra points has been tremendous. So. That's good stuff. So here we go.
I think he's got my vote for the player of the game because of what happened last week. So, I mean, just saying, we win the game if we hit a couple of. Oh, that's a crossbuck play over on the left-hand side. Number one make a move and gets tackled by number one. And
there we go. It's coming back.
And number 6 says, I'm going to go ahead and guess who he hits? Logan Kirby. I just said his name, and Logan's like, look at that yellow flag on the floor.
So that's
number 6 there.
Logan Kirby has been calling for that for most of the game, and he finally
got it. So that is a nice play there for Piedmont, but a lot of that's coming back. You're going to have a personal foul here. I believe that was number 6 for Piedmont. That is Caleb Bird, senior 6'175".
It's not normally a senior thing to do, unless, of course, you're getting it handed to you tonight, and then you just try to.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's they're not exchanging, like we said, pleasantries and all that kind of stuff, and putting each other on their Christmas card list and that sort of thing. But
this has been quite a rivalry. They've beat us now 4 years in a row.
Yeah, I know. We had their number early, but you're right, man. They've kind of had our number the last 4 games here, so we need to kind of start getting that kind of flipped here a little bit.
There's 7 minutes, 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Noble Bears are trying to stop the Piedmont Wildcats. They have the ball 1st and 5 because of the penalty, repeated the down from the place and the location of the foul.
Yep, so, okay. So
little pitch on the outside. Oh,
great job.
Right
great
there.
job, Caden Dominy. Number 3 for Jacob Copeland for Piedmont. Tried to crack back block on Caden Dominy. He was able to keep his inside arm free, shuck him with the outside arm and make the play. So that was a tremendous job by Caden Dominy, man.
Oh, I can't wait to go back and watch that one. That's going to be an excellent replay to go ahead and let everybody see that defensive play. That was awesome.
Yeah, good.
That
good
was a
stuff.
major stop, especially when they had the ball first and I guess 4, maybe 5, and that pushed them back a full yard.
Oh, yeah, that was nice.
Handoff right up the middle. Nope. Number 14, Mars keeps the ball.
Good.
Picks up about 3, maybe 4 yards. The clock keeps on ticking. It's 6 minutes and 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Great job. So that they did not get this first down, so that clock is still moving. That's what's big about the chains not moving. So we are still chewing this clock here. And now we do have a clock stoppage here by the I think we're going to get a measurement here, Matt.
Okay,
So
on this measurement, let's can we talk? Yeah, we'll let the measurement go out. So at NobleBears.tv on Facebook, there is a chance for you to vote for the Reynolds Ford MVP. And we've had a couple of votes. Looks like Brandon Harper has balled out, is one comment. Cola Thomas. Oh, now they're in Arkansas, Coach, right?
Oh, yeah, that's
Cola,
right.
Yeah, yeah, they're in Arkansas.
Absolutely.
And she's chimed in. She's
Cola
a Brandon
Phil.
Harper. She's a Brandon Harper. She's got these
short,
excellent-
guys, short.
Just a little short?
Okay,
All
good.
right. Very good.
Let's get that clock moving, guys.
Now, April Jennings said Regina Dora, the manager. That's who she votes for. But if she can't vote for her and Brandon Harper. Oh, Anna Adkins says Colin Fisher.
Okay, very good. Well, it should be kind of interesting to see who Scott Womack chooses this evening.
David Enochs says Brandon Harper. So,
Yeah,
man, there's a lot of votes for
There's a lot-
Brandon.
Wow, gosh, I mean, you can't argue with that. He's played his butt off tonight, and it's well deserved. So, and again, you just love it for Brandon Harper. He's such a good kid and just a great athlete. So,
You guys go and vote at NobleBears.tv on Facebook, and again, Womack is right here to my left, and so he's going to be able to hear who everybody else suggests. There's a run right up the middle.
Okay,
Looks
let's
like
get
they're
that
going to
first
pick
down.
up a first down, but it's going to bring the clock down to about 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. By the time where's the clock? Oh, because they had to move the chain.
Yeah.
Okay, Coach.
It took them a minute after they did the measurement to get the clock going again. So Piedmont was ready to roll though
Here
on
we
that
go.
third down play. So
And-
there it goes. It's
Yep.
winding.
Yep. Our
Just got to stay strong here, fellas.
David Knapp, our referee, winds the clock at 5:30. Sorry about that. I said 4:30. Just a handoff up the middle. There's a big giant hole up the middle, and then Logan Kirby's right there to make a tackle after a big gain up the middle.
I mean, they're just able to, those arm tackles, you're just not going to bring them down with arm tackles. You're going to have to gang tackle. Cannon Wood, I mean, that's just straight up the middle, and he goes, 30 yards or more. I mean, that's too easy on a critical series here for us where we have got to slow them down a little bit.
5:20 left, and the white hat starts the clock.
And again, this is what they do, man. They put all those big guys up front, and they create a lot of openings and a lot of misdirection. There's a little inside.
Little cross buck right there, and
Yep,
we're right
boom.
there to stop him. That was a one-on-one tackle. Dre Hill looks like, nope, Caden
Yeah,
Dominy
Caden
right
Dominy,
there.
yeah, number 7 in there. He made a tremendous play. Like you said, a little cross buck, not much to that.
Always
But
like
that
to
was-
run that play in Little League. They never saw it coming,
Yeah,
But,
exactly.
but they still run it in this kind of old school offense right
Yeah,
here.
good discipline there by Dominy.
Mm-hmm. You get them going one way, and the quarterback just hands right off his hip off the left-hand side, and the running back comes back the other direction. There's a fake, and then the pitch right to the outside, and they're down at about the 15-yard line. That's going to bring up a Piedmont first down with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 4 minutes, 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And, again, give credit to Coach Hall and his staff and the players. No panic. You go into this fourth quarter down 21 points. You get a quick touchdown early, and you still have plenty of time to get that second possession back. And, boy, they put it in here, man. That's going to – yeah, they get a time. They had a little confusion here.
Little timeout?
So got to call it timeout here for Piedmont.
Okay, you guys stay tuned here. We're going to take a break here at NobleBears.tv. We'll be right back.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
Welcome back. Welcome back to NobleBears.tv. You have joined us live. The Noble Bears winning 42-28 against the Piedmont Wildcats. 4 minutes and 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and the Piedmont Wildcats are driving. They're inside the red zone, Coach.
Here they go. And, again, it's Robles. I guarantee it's Robles right over the middle here. Isaiah Robles, fullback.
Just calling it out.
Yep, just calling it out. There's a pretty
You
good
got a
gap.
tailback, number 3, rolls to the outside. Nope, right up the middle. And it was a
Golly,
touchdown.
man.
I mean, he doesn't even get touched.
I mean, it's just they're great job on those linemen of creating that hole. They're both, they're just cracking down and double teaming there, Tavian, and just pushing them out, and it creates a nice gap. And you got to give Robles credit; he found that gap and was able to punch it in here. So here we go, man.
Yeah, you guys don't go anywhere. We got a 7-point game right here.
Defensively,
6-point game.
they played tremendous in the third quarter. They kind of fallen back just a little bit. So now it's up to the offense to put us on their back, lead us down the field, and let's go get this win here.
Ball's up, and it is good.
You got it.
Yep,
So-
it's a 7-point game. Don't go anywhere.
Okay.
Get your popcorn ready because
Yeah.
we're in for a good finish right here. Got another vote in from Christy McNeely. Said Colin Fisher. Great hands. She's
very
throwing her
nice.
hands up. She's thinking, hey, man, he needs to get the MVP.
Yeah.
So, we all have a vote. We all have an opinion of who we think. We're watching this game unfold, and a lot of these boys have had an awesome game. Colin's probably thrown for 300 yards, man.
He's had a lot of help though, man. It all starts with that front line, and the offensive line have given him time to throw, and obviously the kids have made some really nice plays.
You know what I really like that I've seen tonight that this is warning to the rest of the district, but Colin Fisher's got some legs and he can run, and I'm telling you, man, they're starting to figure out ways to make that happen, and now that all of a sudden opens up this offense that our offensive coordinator loves. When you get a running quarterback that can throw the ball down the field, and you got some receivers down there catching it, and now all of a sudden you have opened up so many weapons, and that's why Austin did so well. I mean, he just really had the receivers to throw the ball to, and on top of it, so quick. It was hard for anybody to see him. He just really took advantage of this offense.
You're right. Kind of a dual threat option now, which is outstanding, and just keep building off of that. And like you said, just more options that we have, more plays he can call. So, but it's going to be big here, Matt. We have to extend this drive. Obviously, preferably put it in the end zone here and seal the deal on this thing.
James, are you down there with us?
There it is.
That's what I was wondering, if they were going to do a short.
There it is. Onside kick. Brandon
Onside
Harper,
kick,
tremendous
yep.
job.
Well, my goodness, Brandon Harper coming up with the ball. I mean, that's the reason why he's in there,
That's right.
to go get his hands on it. Because, but the thing is, when it hits the ground like that, and a lot of you people that are watching don't know that ball can go any different direction. It's shaped so weird. And so when it hits the ground like that, for it to have rolled right to him, pretty lucky break.
No doubt. And he did a great job of jumping up and going to get it, too, right?
Instead of waiting down on the ground
don't
for them
wait.
to plow him over.
He went up and got that,
Great
at
call.
that highest point there, man, and just was able to control it and bring it in.
Looks like they're going to hand off to Brandon. He's going to make this outside edge curve.
Hold on that ball,
He's got
baby.
the ball in his right hand. Boy, I just didn't like the way he's holding that ball, Coach,
First
at the
down
end of
right
this
there.
game. If I'm a defender, what am I doing right now?
Just ripping that.
That's
Trying
all
to-
I'm doing,
Trying
right?
to rip it out.
So-
I actually performed that move on Matt in the booth right there.
Yeah, I think you got
no
it.
No one can see that, right?
I eagle clawed it. Look at here.
Okay, got you.
Go ahead.
So
Go ahead.
you're absolutely right, man. He that ball gets out of his body, and all they got to do is come in there and just strip it away. And I think this is where Kyle is now going to wait, let that clock burn down a little bit, and then we get in there and snap it. So got a fresh set of downs here. So here we go.
Any misdirection play has burned them all night long. Any misdirection play. I just got to hope that he's thinking of, who knows, man. Brandon Harper goes in motion, looks a hand off the ball to Colin Thomas up the middle.
Good run.
Nice run right up the center. That's going to pick up about 3 yards, 3 minutes and 33 seconds left. I said a lot of threes there by number 23. So
at some point, they're going to start having to burn their timeouts too.
They only have 2, though.
Yeah, they only have 2. And if we can, we have the ability to get this inside 2 minutes and before we snap this ball here. So just take your time. No rush at this point. You still obviously want to leave your offensive book open and you call all those plays, but man, just let that clock burn down a little bit. Get us inside 2 minutes. And here we go. Another first down would be huge here, guys.
10 seconds left on the play clock. 3 minutes, 2 seconds left in the game clock. Colin Fisher looks to the right. Hands off, right up the center. Colin Thomas, big hole on the outside. He's at the 30. He's at the 25. He's at the 20. He makes a set. Inside. And he scores. Touchdown.
Attaboy, no flag. There we go. Attaboy, Colin Thomas. Good run.
That offensive line.
Yes, they did. James called it right there. The offensive line, 2 plays right here, giving us some great holes, tremendous blocking up front, and tremendous run there by Colin Thomas.
It had Trevor Wardrip out there in the front.
Yes, downfield blocking was outstanding there. Trevor Wardrip, good call, James. That was a great play.
Great job on the sideline, James Reed.
So this is big here, too, man. Just, there it is. Okay.
And it's up. The official looks at each other. They say it's good. We'll be right back here on NobleBears.tv.
Nice. That was...
Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
And we are back here at Noble Stadium where Noble just had a huge touchdown. We had a 4-play drive, went 51 yards, and it was capped off by tremendous blocking up front. But Colin Thomas runs it in from 36 yards out, and Matt and I believe that's probably the longest run of the year.
I believe it is.
Yeah, good call.
I definitely know it was the, definitely at the best time of the year. We definitely needed to score at that time just to put this thing to bed. And here you go, Chase Weimer puts it right in the
on
middle.
The 30, man. Great job, Chase Weimer, man. He has done really good job tonight. But again, as you mentioned, with now chasing the points, that we are still not out of the woods. I would still feel better.
This is the coaching in you. Come on now.
If we get this below a minute and they're still down by 14, so we have to be able to, shut them down right here.
Right.
They have 2 timeouts, 2:48 left on the clock. Still, gosh, there's still a lot of time here, guys.
Cola Thomas, hey, I know you're looking at Arkansas. Your grandson just put 6 points and maybe put this one to bed. So we'll see how this goes here at the end. But great call.
Yeah.
I know she voted for Brandon Harper. She might be saying, I don't know. My grandson did pretty good tonight too, though.
Okay, now they're going to start spreading it out a little bit. Here comes a little passing game.
So what is this?
What
Is
is
that?
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah. And he goes forward. And then, their passing game is
they just don't do it enough. And they just don't work on it enough. And so when they have to do it, it's like you've been saying the whole game, they cannot chase those points. That's tough. But, gosh, they score so quickly running the ball a lot of the times. And so, sometimes you don't need to. But, the running, or the passing game is a little suspect.
I'm sure they're over there going, okay, guys, here we go. We're going to have to pass the ball, so let's get these 3 plays going. And then, the first one right out of the gates, they was he going in motion, or did he just jump off sides?
No, he was almost like a kind of a slant pattern.
Well, here he goes. Sophomore quarterback steps back to pass.
Oh, we got a pick.
Look up. Logan Kirby with the ball in the air. Oh!
It was close. It was close.
Now, he had a beat on that, guys. He saw that kid just kind of going downfield. The quarterback got rid of it, and he almost high-pointed that ball right there.
We had an end coming in crashing. That looked like that was number 54 that was coming in for the Bears that was just crashing hard. Mason Crawford
I'm
again.
telling you, man, he has played a great game tonight. Really been disruptive down in there. And then once again, a sophomore.
Yeah.
I mean, what you like about it, you got 2 sophomores that are really, and 3 actually. So you got a lot of youth still. So this is tremendous, man.
Austin Rosler chimed in and said Colin and Harper were the MVPs. That's where they believe. With 2 minutes and 40 seconds left, there's still a lot of football game left. Let's see how it finishes. Or 14, Mars. Looks
great
He's
job.
got pressure. Oh, that's Crawley that wraps him up and takes him down all the way back at the 10-yard line.
So Ray Crawley calls a Bryson Crawley blitz here. It looked like it. He was able to run him down for a huge loss, and we have a flag.
Because of it was a little bit. Yeah, I'm not going to say.
Okay.
Dang it! It just seems like there was a little bit of extracurricular activity there at the end. And we didn't need to do it. We already took him back like 10 yards off that play.
Here he comes. So, yeah, those are those kind of plays that we were talking about. They just kind of put you back in the jam.
Okay,
you got to learn from that, man.
Coach, it looked like sideline warning is what I saw, okay?
Okay.
That's all it said. He threw the flag and he said sideline warning. That's our one warning we get. Nope, that's not what it was. I could have swore that's what I saw.
Okay, so it looks like it was a personal foul. Is that what you saw, James? Personal foul? Or...
that's what I thought it was on Luke Conley, but I'm not sure now.
Okay. Yeah, I think Luke was kind of gave himself up there a little bit, and I think Ray was on him, so he pulled him out. Seth Scruggs, number 33, is in the ball game. So, again, those are those plays, man. Those are those critical plays. You have a huge play defensively, and we just can't have a penalty there. But
and it stopped the clock, which was worse about it, though. 2 minutes, 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Okay, here we go. Just stay. They're still 3rd and long here. Obviously, 2-down territory here for Piedmont. So, what are we doing here?
Brandon's trying to wind the clock. He got it. It started. 2 minutes, 10 seconds. 2 minutes, 15. There you go.
Yep. So they're gonna.
Okay, now the line official comes in.
Man.
There's a little bit of a mess here, but we're going to take this break with him here at NobleBears.tv.
Noble Bear fans of all ages, be sure and check out the website NobleBearFootball.com. Go underneath the shop tab where you'll find clothing, hats, accessories, all kinds of Noble Bear swag, even those hard-to-find hoodies. Go shop NobleBearFootball.com.
We're back here at Noble Stadium. Fourth, we got a big 3rd down coming up. 2:13 left in this fourth quarter. Noble has a 14-point advantage. So we had a huge kind of a personal foul that went against us that kind of hurt us. But hey, we're still 3rd and long here.
Just those are the kind of mistakes that just not veteran teams make. Those are the kind of mistakes that you make a play like that, like you've never been there before, and we have been there. We know not to do those kind of things, but it gets chippy down there too.
Yeah,
it's
yes,
hot.
It does.
It's chippy. You've been, beating each other up all entire game, and so it's, you make a big play like that, and then you talk at them, and the next thing you know, we've got ourselves a penalty, and that's not what we're about. That is not what the Bears are all about.
Yeah, sorry about that. No,
you're right. They're running trips over here on this side, Coach.
This is it.
Okay, you got a single up on top with Logan, okay? And, Villanueva back, Trevor back. They look to run to the right. Looks like the sophomore quarterback's going to roll around.
Not going to get
Not going to pass.
And we got a hold here. So we're going to decline this. It's going to be Noble ball inside the 40. So that should do it.
That was a big down, Coach, right there. And
I think we got a hold because there's just too much time, don't you think?
Yep. And him
scrambling or legal man
like
downfield. Or
hold.
There we go. So that's going to be a decline. So that should do it, guys.
I think we're about to go into victory formation.
Now, they do have the 2 timeouts. They'll obviously burn. But great job of pursuing to the football there for the defense and keeping him. Man, I thought they had him back down by the line of scrimmage, but he was able to bust through there.
Yeah, he definitely can break an arm tackle. You really got to wrap that kid up. There's no doubt about it. Hey, Coach, okay, so if they've got 2 timeouts, 1:28 left, you're 2 scores down, Coach. Are you calling a timeout on this? Because let's run this. Let's run a run and play, and let's just see what they end up doing. If they don't call a timeout, that means they just conceded and they're ready to get on the bus and head back north, go back to Piedmont.
All I know right here is just hold on to the ball right here.
Oh,
don't
absolutely.
do anything crazy. Just hold on to the ball.
2 hands calling Thomas.
Just
2 hands
right there. There you go.
Okay,
so
what are they looking to do?
Well, maybe not yet. Yeah, and I think you're right, Matt. I think they're just saying, look, we're down 14, and We're just going to let this baby run out. So, okay, there
They
we go.
have definitely conceded. Walk into Noble. They're down by 2 touchdowns. They said that's enough. That's all we can take. We don't want them to put a half 100 on the board.
Man, I tell you what, though, Matt, Piedmont Wildcats, they're going to be a problem. For 5A2, I know, especially Carl Albert being down a little bit, they are going to be solid, man. They are a playoff caliber team. They got a lot of skill. So it's a really good team over there.
You know, and they've got a district that they can roll through with definitely some of the teams that they play. They can roll through. They've they're matched up against again. Carl Albert was one of the teams that you mentioned, and then the other ones in Class 5A. Let me kind of get
5A2. Yeah, that's going to be like Guthrie, McGinnis,
Guthrie, yeah.
Woodward's in that one. But yeah, I understand what you're saying. It's going to be some gettable games in there for them.
Yeah. They got Guyman, Western Heights, Eisenhower, Guthrie, Bishop McGinnis. Yeah. Well, good job, Piedmont Wildcats, but you come into Noble, Oklahoma, and you face a stiff defense. They've got a great game plan, and then you got an offense that just decided to light it up tonight.
Yes, they did. I mean, it's just a tremendous effort. The whole, I'm giving
the clock just expired.
Everywhere around, the clock just expired.
It
but
did.
Coaching staff, defensive game plan, offensive game plan, the personnel that was on the field making the plays was tremendous. So just an overall effort by the Noble Bears here to push us to 2-1 and a really good win. And man, what can you say about the non-district games for us? Blanchard win, almost had to win at Midwest City and beat a really, really good Piedmont team. So I feel really good about what we got going
moving forward. Absolutely. Going into district play, this is the kind of win that you need to get yourself really fired up. And it's not too late, folks. Vote right now. Reynolds Ford MVP Player of the Game. It's on Facebook and underneath noblebears.tv. We've got all kinds of votes that are in there right now. And I guess you could really say there's several players. I mean,
it's
the defense, I really like the play that we saw of several different players on offense.
Man.
I mean, my gosh, Colin just lit it up tonight with Brandon.
Another great game. Brandon played his tail off once again. What about Mason Crawford and Jackson Stewart again? 2 sophomore kids coming in there, giving us some great. That is a tremendous effort for those two. Just keep their growth going. And man, I'm just really, really excited about next week and El Reno coming to town.
Now they're going to play the
Bears.
The Bears song first, and the Bears, it's a school song. They throw their hands up in the air and put their bear claw up in the air on the right, and great group of boys, and they've definitely got good things in front of them right now.
Oh man, it was good, and the other positive here, got out of this game healthy, right?
Right.
No, we didn't lose it. We had had a little cramping issue early, but. Overall, first 3 games, the first season, like we talked about, the first 3 games, non-district, kind of see who you have, where you can plug kids in at. But, man, I think we have a really, really good idea of what we have moving forward and how we're going to attack these next games.
Yes, indeed. Well, Scott Womack is down on the field. Oh, I'm sorry. James is down on the field, but Scott Womack is about to present the Noble MVP and Player of the Game, Reynolds Ford Player of the Game, and let's see how and who he selects that to. I think they know it's. Yeah, Brandon Harper. They are super happy for him. There you go. Busy B, number 1. Oh, and he fumbled the ball, Coach. Oh, no.
But here we go. I like this part when the kids mob him right here. That was awesome, man. Yeah, it was a tremendous game for Brandon Harper. Proud of that kid, man. He's been a baller his whole life, and he just makes tremendous plays. Downfield blocking. Here they come.
Oh, they got him good, too.
Yeah, that's good stuff
and he fumbled again, Coach. The ball's at the 48.
Oh, man. So, no, what a tremendous game. Brandon Harper.
Well-deserved.
Well-deserved, man. Well-deserved. And, he just turns on those jets, man. If you get him out in space, like we said, man, he's just hard to bring down, and you're not going to catch him too many times.
All right, we got James Reed down on the field. Got Colin Thomas with him right now. Go ahead, James.
Yeah, I got Colin Thomas here. Can you hear me through the mic?
Go ahead, James.
Okay. I'm going to have to use my mic. We're trying to use the camera mic. I got Colin Thomas here, He had that great run at the end. I seen the offensive line and Trevor Wardrop out there blocking for you. How did that feel?
It's great. I mean, when I'm able to run the ball like that, especially at the end of the game, it's good.
So we were able to lock down that wishbone offense tonight. So what do you think the keys were that? Did you go out on linebacker any?
I didn't play any defense just because I play some mixed steps on offense, but just everyone paying attention to their keys and doing their job. So,
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good, Jake.
Cola Thomas, there you go. There's your grandson. Hey, great interview, great kid. So congratulations. Go ahead, James.
We'll get Coach over here as soon as he's done.
Oh, you bet. Yeah, I got a coach up here that's got a lot to say.
Oh, man.
So go ahead.
Hey, I tell you what, just as we've been saying the whole game, it's just a tremendous effort from top to bottom. The offensive line, as we've been saying the first 3 games, they have done a tremendous job of really starting the things up front. We got nice holes, time to throw the football, and it's the key right there. And then Colin Fisher's been playing his tail off. Brandon Harper had a nice. Trevor Wardrop, you just go down the line. Caden Dominy, Colin Thomas. I mean, the list goes on and on. And again, give credit to Coach George, put in a tremendous game plan because that is a tough offensive stop.
It is, and that was. I think you're saying it in a way that it was a great team win.
Yeah, team win. Absolutely.
Right? I mean, I know we're trying to get an MVP of the game, but my goodness, I mean, the kicking game.
Oh man,
let's talk about that. You know, for a second, the kicking game.
Absolutely, man.
I mean. This kid, Weimer, that comes into the game, number 13, Chase Weimer, we missed him so much last week, and it really showed. We ended up losing that game by just 2 points, but, man, if we'd have had an extra point, right after the touchdown, we wouldn't have been chasing a point all game.
No, absolutely. You're right. You're totally right, and his kickoffs were money, too, right on the sideline. Here's Coach George.
Yep, I got Coach George down here. Jeff Hall's ran that wishbone offense for the last several years since he became head coach. What do you think the keys tonight were locking that down a little bit? I mean, they did move the ball on us some, but the Bears were able to lock it down.
I mean, the flex bone, they run the flex bone, and he's got an answer for whatever you do on defense. You just got to try to play a cat and mouse game with them and, change the fronts up. And you got to be physical. If you're not physical, they'll beat you. We slowed it down. They still had 480 yards rushing. Which, you never want to give that up. But what I care about is the scoreboard. And, they're a good football team. They're a playoff team from the other district, and they're going to score points, and they're going to move the football. You just got to hope you get enough stops and your offense scores enough points to stay ahead of them. And, but we got things to work on. We made a lot of mistakes there on fullback dive, or, we didn't squeeze the down block and put our head in front of the fullback, or linebacker overran something, and they cut it underneath us. A lot of little things, it's the flex bone's tough to stop. When those guys at Piedmont, that guy's been coaching that for 30 years. He knows, he's got an answer to everything you do. So it's tough, but, we found a way to do it, and that's what matters.
Hey, make sure and ask him about the kicking game real quick, James.
Our kicking game.
As far as, just how important it was making those extra points.
Okay, yeah. Last time in the Midwest City game, we missed a couple of those extra points. How important was that tonight to get those extra points? And I seen even when we were warming up that we had the longer kick for the extra 3 if we needed it.
Yeah, I mean, he's been pretty consistent from 15 to 20 yards out. So he's been pretty good there. But, it's one of these games. You get in a field goal contest with them, you're not going to win. You get down there inside the 10, you got to find a way to put it in, and we did on offense. You go in there and you come away with 6 points instead of 14 points, that's a whole different ball game. You may lose the game.
I just got one more for you. Colin Fisher, he was getting out of the pocket running tonight. Was that in our game plan, or is that just something that happened?
Oh, we had some design runs for them out of empty set, when they would go to a 4-1 box because, you outnumber them. You got a pad on everybody, and you got a quarterback, that's free. So we had some design runs in there, and some of, he was just evading the rush and, buying time. And, he's an athlete. He's a tough kid, too. He ain't afraid to go in there and lower his head and get after somebody.
Appreciate it, Coach.
All right, thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Yep.
All right, guys, back up to you.
Well, awesome, James. Thanks, man.
Hey, that was a great interview.
No, great interview. Great interview. Great job there. And, those are the things I think we want to hear.
Right.
The crowd wants to hear kind of that flex bone. Like you said, man, it's so hard to defend. And giving a shout out to some of the kids. It's awesome, man. So great job, James.
Yeah, excellent job, you guys, on the camera work and everything down there. Coach, these kids, these sophomores that came in and had to fill in those spots. I mean, to me, they look a little undersized as far as playing defensive tackle. I'm nothing against that, Coach. I'm not saying it in a bad way, but they're sophomores. They haven't got the senior body yet to play defensive tackle that's against a power team like this. Yet Mason Crawford comes in and smash mouth. I mean, just smash.
Yeah.
And then the other kid Jackson Stewart, you talked about.
Man, I tell you what, you are correct. Their bodies aren't quite there yet, but they're getting close. But what you got to love is you got to love that hard nosed, go get it attitude, right? They're not scared to get up in there. So man, just those two have played really, really well, and given our defense some really good snaps, and have just played tremendous football for the first 3 games. So that's going to continue as we move forward here.
Man, I feel good right now, man. I feel
Man,
on top
me
of the
too.
world.
Great win.
Yeah, so you Noble Bear fans, I'm so happy that you guys chimed in today on the Reynolds Ford MVP. I'm not sure how many people watched tonight, but if you're still with us, we thank you so much. Coach, you got anything you want to wrap up with before we take off out of here?
Nope. I'm just excited for get the district play started next Friday night. Be back here at home.
And that's going to be against?
The El Reno Indians.
Ooh,
Payback time for them, too, baby.
Man, I'm telling you. Woo, they didn't get a chance to play tonight, so they've only played 1 game as well.
Yeah, and again, I'm just they have some tremendous athletes, good game plan, good coaching, so it's going to be another tough challenge for us.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to another home game. So, hey, before we get out of here, I want to say a real special thanks to David Rowden and then Kira Boydston, who came in from OU tonight and helped film. So this is just awesome. Yeah. And we had Emma Womack that was down on the field with Ricky Bobby.
Yeah,
and
Ricky
then,
Bobby.
of course, Jack Carson, who is on the main controls. So all the switching and everything that happened is happening from Jack. It's his magic. And so he helped us watch these Noble Bears win big time tonight here at the field. I thank you, Shane.
Thank you,
and,
Matt.
Thank Scott Womack and, of course, Brian Unger that's part of the team, as the statisticians. And am I forgetting anybody, Coach? I miss you, Scotty Harper. I know you're listening
Hello,
right
Scott.
now.
Yeah.
But, hey, man, James killed it tonight.
Yeah, he did good.
He's trying to take your spot, so look out.
Maybe a contest going on, a little competition.
A little competition.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, until next week, I think we only have 2 words to say, Coach.
Go Bears.
Go Bears.